music is so ominous. It's kind of fitting. Oh, hi, Amy. And also, sorry, I should have switched over by now. Hi, everybody. Okay, good. That actually worked. Sometimes I can't tell if that actually works or not. Hi, Amy. Long time no see. Hello, Ogie. Oh my goodness! Look at all my friends popping in, guys. I actually just put this on. I haven't been wearing this today. I wore it to work the other day because I wasn't guest facing and I was literally the only one there. But I haven't been wearing it today, probably because I was in a room with a super hot fire all day. But guys, I have had such a good day. It has been so nice. I posted on Discord like my setup. Basically, my dad and my mom went out to have a skiing date today, which meant that I got to use his office, which has a big TV connected to a switch dock because he uses it to play Splatoon, a wood-burning stove that just puts out so much heat, and a really beautiful view of the lake. And I like poured myself a glass of wine. I sat down there, put my Switch in the dock, turned on Stardew Valley. I was there all day, and like it was so nice. It was so good. And like excuse me, but like I was expecting just flurries today because I thought that's what the weather said, but there was like some pretty like heavy snow at parts, and it was like really pretty. So but it was like so warm because the wood burning stove was like so hot. In fact, I should probably go and check and make sure that it's doing okay. Because my dad was like, I need you to, it's gonna get down to like 10 degrees tonight, so like I need you to keep the wood burning stove like going so that I can keep it going when I get home. And I'm like, you got it, Dad. And I did a good job. Oh, it's been a good day for you too, Amy. Oh, I'm so glad. But yeah, so I have had such a good day. Like my day is going to be divided into two sections. There's going to be the sitting on the couch, playing Stardew, looking at the snow with the fire with a glass of wine day. And then this part of the day, which is streaming, Posy, becoming a teenager. And I'm also been very excited about that. So, I'm looking forward to it. Amy, I would love a full-ass snowstorm right now. Just blast my area with snow up to my waist. Why do you want that? Amy, I feel like you shouldn't... I don't know if you saw in the Discord, but Buttercup and Sosuke did die in the last episode, and I felt like you should know. Yeah, I felt like you should know that. I can show you their altar. You did? Do you want to see the altar? I can show it to you really quick. Because I don't have to leave my house anyway. But I wouldn't want that just because it's like, oh no, but all the people who do have to leave their house, because I'm the type of person, my job requires me to leave a house in a snowstorm. Although my bosses are very understanding if I tell them that I can't make it. My beautiful grandchild, they live their their your name dream. Yeah, do you want me to show you, her and Sosuke's altar? In fact, I'll just go ahead and show it, it's fine. I can give you kind of like, a recap of what happened in the last episode. Honestly, Buttercup and Sosuke were the main characters of the last episode. Kimiko cry. Okay, I do feel bad for them, but I want to jump off my deck into the snow. I don't know what I was saying. But yeah, they had a really good final date. It was New Year's Eve, and so they, in the snow festival, so they basically went to the snow festival, or the Festival of Snow, and then stayed up on the mountain all night so they could watch the sunrise together, and they did. So this is the altar. I like it. I think it looks really nice. The soundboard section looks a little bit odd, but it was just kind of, I mean, like, it was, we know, see, oh. Here you go. Sorry, my bad. My bad. But yeah, this is theirs. Yeah. Buttercup. Oh yeah, here lies Buttercup, who'll give you the sun. They had many adventures, but the best was finding her one. And then, here lies Sosuke, the god of the moon, loved his wife and his people, and loved spinning a tune. So cute. Oh, thank you. But yeah, so I think it turned out really good. And we are now done with the second floor. So next up is going to be, Makoto and, Posy. Both of theirs are going to be down here. Now, normally, I do the first one here in the middle, because that, like, Quentin and Summers was in the middle, and then I like the idea of doing Generation 10 in the middle, so Veronica and Devin are here as well. You put both of, I really wanted to be able to fit both of Buttercup's pronouns, in their poem, and it worked really well. But we don't, I don't feel like, it's not as symbolic this time to have, like, the founder and then directly underneath them is Generation 10. So I might just go Makoto, Posy, I don't know, we'll figure it out. It doesn't really matter, the order doesn't necessarily matter this time, though, is what I'm trying to say. But let's play the actual game, shall we? I've done a little bit of prep work. So if you guys recall, Amy, let me give you a little bit of a, since you haven't been here, I think, since, Posy grew up, then, here's a little bit of a recap on Posy. Posy's terrifying. Posy has decided, IDK ma'am, I feel like Trash One might actually unalive someone. I guess we're about to find out. Hi, B. Yeah, pretty much. Work has me dead most of the time. Posy sure hopes so. No, Posy isn't trying to kill anyone. Posy isn't trying to unalive anyone. Posy just wants to deal one final blow here. That actually sounds like she does want to unalive someone, but that's not what I mean. Posy and Meatball. No, Posy's about to mellow out, okay? But yeah, so basically, Posy has become a force of nature. I've honestly been questioning whether she or Abe is scarier. Like, they are, like, that's how scary she is. Like, she's probably, like, 12 at this point, because she's about to age up. This sounds a little bit like unaliving. No, we're not unaliving anybody. It's fine. But basically, all of this got kicked off because she applied for the same, like, prestigious school that Makoto and Michio went to, and that her cousin Hanzo, who is Michio and Akane's son, is going to. And they rejected her. And she decided that she was going to dedicate as much of her life as she needed to revenge. And turns out, okay, I'm still going to say A because at least Posy has morals. I guess that's okay. She is terrifying, though. Posy, I mean, no, no, Abe didn't really have that many morals. He had a couple. He had like one or two morals. But yeah, but it turns out, luckily for Posy, it didn't take that much of her life to ruin this school's reputation. So basically, she is teamed up with Hanzo. Hanzo actually aged up, but I aged him back down into a child because I didn't want him to be a teenager for this part. So she and Hanzo have been kind of like partners in crime. They literally are partners in crime. They like have the mischievous like friend thing. So they are partners in crime. But they've been teaming up, and together they have kind of, I wouldn't say they've like kind of riled up the student population, I guess is the right way to say it, by like starting food fights and unleashing gerbils. They have destroyed the school's test scores by selling fake answers to the students so that all of them failed their tests. So now that their academic reputation is in shambles. And now the next part of this is that Hanzo has told Posy that there is going to be a big dinner going on with all of the school's biggest donors, and Posy is ready because she's like, where do the rich hurt the most? In their wallet. So she's like, okay, I'm going to crash. I'm going to do some. My final strike is going to be at this donor dinner. So Hanzo is going because Michio is going. He's one of the donors. And so he's bringing Hanzo with him, and he has also gotten permission to bring Posy with him, because Posy wants to see this all go down. But what Posy has done is she grew her own trash fruit plant and asked Charlene to make some trash fruit wine. Yeah. So, and she is going to switch the wine at the donor dinner out for the trash fruit wine, and I guess we're gonna see what happens. But her birthday is tomorrow, so we're going to be doing the dinner tomorrow because she's also going to be aging up. Her and Hanzo are both going to be aging up at the dinner. So she's got the rest of tonight. She is a grade A student. She's been working really hard. What an icon. Posy is she's a force to be reckoned with. That is for sure. So baby, why don't you come over here and get some leftovers, and then you can watch some TV while you eat, because you're quite hungry. And then Charlene, what are you doing right now? You're chatting. Are you chatting with a client? No. All right. So Charlene needs to make a couple more candles. She's been making these carved candles, but it looks like we need some wax blocks. So I'll grab a couple soy wax. Charlene has basically completed everything she needs to do. The only thing left is she needs to kind of max her career. And the way we decided to do that is that she's got to go through 2 levels of this, and her Plopsy store needs to be doing pretty well. And when that happens, then I'm counting that as... That actually is exactly what I would love to go into your house, Hanzo. Because also I'm so happy she got red hair because it fits her so well. What are you saying about redheads, Percebeth? What are you saying about redheads? Do you wanna tell me? But yeah. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to actually be transferring Posy over to this household tomorrow. So I'm going to have her take the day off of school. So we're going to take tomorrow off of school because we're going to go to this donor dinner. And then Hanzo is also going to be taking the day off of school tomorrow. It really does suit her. It does suit her. I'm glad she got it too. Oh gosh, what is she about to... Okay, she's fallen too far. She is falling too far. We need to pull this child back. Hanzo, let's do mischief, prank. Let's plan to stuff the jocks in lockers, so that they can't win the big game. Posy, I think you are. I think you're falling a bit too far into this rabbit hole. I think we really need to pull you back a little bit. This is getting a little bit out of hand. Oh, we already planned a prank? Okay, cool. So we are going to be stuffing the jocks in the locker. So yeah, you could see that her and Hanzo are like partners in crime. So the two of them are super duper close. If you look at their profile, then they've both got like a lot of sentiments together. Posy, like you can see, she like absolutely adores him. They've both got, because Buttercup and Sosuke died, they both have the friends in a time of loss because they comforted each other. It's all just very, very cute. But yeah, so I'm actually, I know I just stopped by, but I'm actually going to go home. I'll see you later, Hanzo. I'll see you tomorrow, for the dinner. It'll be one to remember. For sure. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I wonder if there's a chocolate juice in the direction. Okay, sorry, Charlene. I need you to resume this candle. Sorry that I just left for a second there. Alright, Posy, have you eaten? You've mostly eaten. Why don't you go over here? Oh, I can't harvest the strawberries. Why don't we get some strawberries from your mom then? Or some blackberries? And why don't you just have a couple blackberries? Imagine this cute little girl stuffing whole jocks in lockers. She'd do it. She'd do it for sure. Let's eat more blackberries. Just getting her hunger up a little bit, you know? Looks like there's spoiled food in the fridge. There's always spoiled food in the fridge because there's milk in there and the milk spoils. Alright, we'll give that back to Charlene. Posy, why don't you come over here and watch TV until you basically drop? It's kind of what I'm thinking here. Oh, I thought that maybe Makoto was talking to Andrew, you know, his brother-in-law. But no, he's just standing next to Andrew, researching his plant, while Andrew's like, can I come inside? I hope Posy doesn't age up too early in the day. That's my one concern, you know? Also, that's fine. Why is your fun not going up at all? Okay, now it's kind of going up. But yeah, poor thing also has a lot of trouble too early in the day for what? Like so Sims will sometimes age up automatically. And I don't want her to age up automatically. I'm going to make her a cake, and I want her to age up at the dinner with the cake. Because she'll get sad if she doesn't, and also for the narrative, I want her to stay a child until after everything is said and done. So I'm probably gonna do more of an early dinner type thing. Yeah, so that's what I meant. There is so much milk. Here, we'll clean out the spoiled food though. Look at all these rabbits in our house. Also, where did we just get some bits and pieces? I don't know where we got this. She has to be a child when she poisons the bourgeoisie. Alright. I almost called you Sosuke again. Makoto, ever since Sosuke died, I've just been, like, I keep almost calling him, almost, like, calling him his dad's name. Alright, cool. Charlene finished a third carved candle. Let's send to client for approval. And then you can go to the bathroom. Did you bond with bees? I think you did. Also, we have got some normal quality honey, so that's good. So we're going to make Posy a honey cake. Alright, and Posy is also going to bed. So hopefully, Makoto upgraded her bed last night, so hopefully she'll be able to, okay, yeah, it seems like she's getting a bit more rested now, which is good. Alright, Charlene. So why don't you come and make some more juice? And then, we'll do a blueberry. And then start fizzing. And then if you want to come over here and harvest some of these things that you use to make juice, then that might be good. Why don't you harvest this as well, and then you can make some kombucha, because Posy loves her kombucha. I think you might love it too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, your daughter and boyfriend love kombucha, so maybe next time we'll make them some kombucha instead. But Charlene, why don't you're not quite tired yet, so why don't we try and finish this knitting project? Just got the card new candle. Thank you. Have a nice day. You have a nice day as well, Freddy Pizza Dude. Did they just reference Five Nights at Freddy's? I doubt they did, but put Freddy and pizza together, and my first thought is Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't think she sent it to the client. Yeah, she did. Alright, what you doing? Chicken love and hugging a chicken successfully. Oh, this chicken is such a sweet one. Makoto has built so much trust with him that he didn't even get pecked at when showing some love. I mean, I'm kind of surprised to hear that, because you don't really talk to these chickens. Alright, Makoto, how tired are you? Not tired at all. You never are. It was getting him never weary or like seldom sleepy was a really good idea at the start of this challenge when he had so much to do. But now he's just seldom sleepy. I don't know what else I was expecting. Alright, cool. Now Charlene finished that. So I want you to list this on Plopsy. And then go to bed. In fact, why don't you two just have a little fun? You know, you've earned it. He's a turtle workhorse. I love him. I love Makoto so much. I love this entire family so much. I have had such a blast with this generation. I'm excited to move on to something new for sure with Posy, like something like completely different than what we've been doing. But I've really enjoyed this one. Gabby, thank you so much for the follow. I think that yeah, I think that it would probably be best for me in the future to make sure that just like every now and again I just have a generation where there's no like crazy plot points or anything. It's just, you know, thank you, Gabby. There's no like crazy plot points or anything. It's just the family hanging out. Oh, okay, I was wondering if that was the last name. Are you excited for the new pack, the Gabby, the Carnival one? Let's go bond with bees and sell the honey. I'm kind of excited. This has been really relaxing since Makoto left Mount Komorebi. Yeah, and I think that's nice. I think it's nice to have just a relaxing generation every now and again. Let's cook something. Oh, we need to repair that too. Okay. Why don't we make some aubergine parmesan? Wait, no, I want you to. Okay, I guess we're doing the family size. But yeah, it's just been nice. Like, sometimes I go into stream and I'm like a little anxious because like I don't have any plans. So like it's hard for me to judge if I'm it's hard for me to judge if like I'm actually getting anything done. But in general, I've been enjoying this generation a lot, so I think it'll be okay. All right, Posy, yeah, go back to sleep. Make sure you're nice and... Oh, you are nice and rested. Wow, that bed did wonders. Holy cow. Makoto just won Dad of the Year. Can you go and insta-repair this? And then dry laundry. But yeah, so I think it might be a good idea, like, in the future to just, like after so many, like, plot-heavy, generations, it was just nice to, like, not really have to plan anything and not be worried about, like, getting certain things done by the time, like, your heir aged up and things like that. Like, Makoto and Charlene, they weren't hurrying for anybody. And I love that for them. Alright, Posy. So, today is game day. So, I'm going to get you to... Oh no, not Spotty. So, I'm going to get you to go pee. And get some breakfast. Yeah, she's going to keep falling asleep in the middle of the day. I don't know why she was doing that. I've literally never seen a sim struggle as much with the energy need than Posy. I'm not... I mean, I know that it's normal for, like, kids to, like, need more sleep, but I've never seen that implemented in The Sims. Chicken friend? There are so many bunnies. This lot has so many animals. Makoto is in heaven. Alright, and now... So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. And I'm going to put Posy in Michio, Akane, and Hanzo's household. Just for a little bit. Just for this one day. Because basically what they're saying is that she's going over to Hanzo's house because they're going to this fancy dinner together. And then she'll come back and, of course, like, live with her parents because that's where she belongs, with her parents. Let's see. So just briefly, she's gonna go live with Hanzo. That won't affect her relationships at all, right? I mean, it shouldn't make them, like, less of friends, but it shouldn't make, like, her relationship with her parents weirder. What it might do is give her and Hanzo a sibling. It might tag them as, like, siblings. So when they age up, then, like, her and Hanzo will have, like, the super sibling relationship or something. It might do that with Michio and Akane as well, tagging her as her parents, but I don't think it will. I think it's going to keep... I don't think it's gonna do that though. I think it's mainly the sibling one is gonna be a little bit affected. But I don't mind if they think of each other as siblings when they age up. It's not like that how Bailey would, like, stay with Romeo, like stay in the household every now and then when they aged up they both got super siblings, and I was like, no, this isn't correct. They are not super siblings. They are going to get married and have a child. It's not like that. So I think it'll be okay. But yeah, so let me check, Posy. What is your formal outfit? Also, Hanzo, I'm going to have you take a vacation day from school. I'm also going to cheat you to, I won't make you a grade A, but I'll make you a grade B. Oh, med check. Give me a second. Sorry, it's something about work. Okay, so I've given, most of Hanzo's outfits are horrible random. Well, actually, these aren't so bad. Because I had to age him back down. But I'm just gonna put him in a little suit for this one. For Posy, what is your formal wear? Oh, that's adorable. Okay, Posy is fine. Hanzo, or, you're Michio. Now I'm already doing it. I want you, this is your wedding outfit, I think. That's cute. But I want you to wear a suit as well. He doesn't need to wear like traditional Japanese wear every time, you know. I think you're wearing glasses now, so let me put you in some glasses. There you go. So, yep, the whole family's ready for the dinner tonight. Oh, you know what I forgot to do though? I forgot to make the honey cake. It's okay. I'll have Akane make them a cake instead. I actually don't know how good of a cook Akane is, but I guess we'll see. Oh, Michio doesn't have a job. Did I forget to put him in the politician career? That's my bad. But Akane, if you could come cook something, can you just make us like a white cake? Thank you. Here, Michio, let me get you in the politician career, because you are emperor, my good friend. Cool. I feel like you should cheat him up to level 10. Yeah, I cheated up to level 9. Which I think is fine. Oh, it's a very cloudy day in Mount Komorebi. Alright, but... Oh, okay, this is Miki and Kazuo. So, we'll drop them off at the park. You do all that so fast? Oh, I'm using a cheat. Or a mod. So it goes really fast when you're using that mod. I wouldn't say that's a matter of skill. Oh, look at Posy being all sweet and responsible and up in her manners. But yeah, so Posy, okay, she's not even glowing yet. Hanzo got reset, his age got reset, but he's gonna be aging up today as well. Can't even see what you click though, Speedy. Okay, I'll take that. How about we take the kids? Hanzo can be like, I called him Hanzo again. Michio can be like, Posy, why don't you come with us? I can show you I know that your dad showed you, one family graveyard. I'll show you another one. So over here we've got Botan and Yui. And then we'll put... We actually don't have any of the royal family in here right now. We've only got the butlers, but that's okay. Oh, come on. Come back to me. Come back to me, keyboard. Here we go. Testing, bb.move objects on. Yeah, so over here we've got Miki and Kazuo. And Michio can be like, "Did you guys know that this is where your grandparents met?"
Nardibor.
You can teach her about some responsibility. We'll teach her a valuable lesson. Michio is a really good dad. Why do adults keep taking me, a little child, to places filled with dead people?
Krina Simsei.
Oh,
Michio's
not only is Michio a great dad, he's a great uncle.
Oh, Groba say Frida. Lumpta.
Oh, he just loves his family so much. He would have made a good heir as well. The kids are like, "What do you mean Grandma and Grandpa met here? We met at this boring shrine." And he's like, "Okay, first of all, it's not boring. Second of all, it was definitely not boring when they were over here. Your grandpa was quite the DJ in his time."
One new sharp
Four. Lumbic tropes.
Look, he's got a cute little cinnamon with both of them. Oh, and then the kids are like, "We just want to play over here." Okay, but oh no, never mind. Posy wants to go give him a hug. God, I missed Michio. I did not realize how much I missed Michio until like right this moment. Here, Posy, can you come over here and clean this up? I don't like that being right there. Michio, it is warm. Why don't you get out of your cold weather outfit? Celebrate Posy's birthday. All right, it is officially Posy's birthday, but we are definitely not in danger of her aging up this afternoon or before the party. So I'm planning the party to be at about 4. So if we check over here, one of the things I did is I put Michio in a group called the Donors. So these are, I basically just made it for rich people, and these are all the people who are like donating to the school. It's kind of the idea. So we will be inviting all of them over. In fact, I want to see if food and drink, is there like a drink juice? No, there's just drink bar drinks. I want there to be like a drink juice option. Speaking of, okay, yeah, this is fine. It's got plenty of time left. Here, Hanzo, do you wanna come a bit closer? Why don't you come and give your dad a hug? Hanzo, by the way, looks almost exactly like Michio. I think he's got his mom's nose. I saw that, but he's basically a mini-me of Michio.
Ushi Mazo Naba Bueo Choba.
Can brag about our grades because we're an A student. That's why I didn't have to go to class today, because I'm an A student. All right, let's go back to the house. Oh, hello. You must have had some CC on. Let's go back to the house though, and then are you guys going home? Yeah, they're just a little slower. They got smaller legs. They got shorter legs. They can't run as fast. Yeah, so we're gonna go back to the house, and hopefully Akane's made that cake, and hopefully she hasn't started eating it. They're so cute. I love that Posy's getting the princess treatment, even just for a little bit. Yeah, because she is a princess. I mean, like, Makoto never, like, denounced his, like, what is it called? Threw out his, like, you know, like, he never, like, stopped being a prince. He never, like, made a formal announcement of, like, denouncing his title or whatever. Akane. Where is the cake? Here's some of it. Could you please come and finish it? Thank you. So, like, he is still a prince. So, Posy is, like, definitely a princess. I think that by the time, Posy's son, I think that she's gonna be like, listen, you're not a prince. Like, I think we're a bit too far gone for that. But you are descended from, like, a royal family. I imagine her son's gonna be like, okay, cool. I mean, he didn't even bother to announce it because his brother took over. Yeah, exactly. He didn't really feel the need. Oh, this is cute. So her and... Can we, like, play toys together? Oh, I don't have a toy with me. That's too bad. But we can hug lovingly. Oh, cute. These two are so close. It's very cute. I've mentioned a couple times now, but I wasn't planning on them being this close. I was actually planning on not really including Hanzo in the series at all. But I'm so glad I did. It's really nice to see them. We can make fun of adults. Posy is like, can you believe what's about to happen to all those dumb adults? Let's hug it out. I mean, he'd still be in line for the throne, just like 8 people would have to die before he got to it. Well, I think Posy might also be like, listen, it's too much trouble to be a prince. It's kind of dangerous. Just you should just be content with the fact that you're descended from royalty. That's what I did. I mean, also Posy is very anti 1%, so she would be like, why would you even want to? Why would you even want that? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what bloodline you come from. Like, just do whatever. Like, it doesn't determine your worth at all. Alright, how is your cooking skill? Okay, you've got an okay cooking skill. So I want you to cook a grand meal. I want you to make a ham dinner. And that's gonna... We're gonna pretend that Michio is not the one making this ham dinner. Somebody else at this fancy donor party is making the ham dinner. But this is going to be the dinner for the party. Have you gotten to talk to Akane much? This is your aunt.
Not fun.
Okay, her and Akane have talked some. They're not as close as her and Michio, but they've talked some.
Karu? Oh.
I imagine that Makoto was unable to explain the context of his and Akane's relationship. So maybe Posy was like, I don't really want to be friends with the woman who my dad was in love with, and then married my uncle instead. But you know, it's fine. Like that whole thing is like been blown over at this point. It's no longer a big deal. Was this a spy movie?
Ah, fricka-janae.
Is this perhaps a spy movie you're watching, Posy? Do you like what you see? Oh, that spy just died. Okay. Don't be that spy. Oh, never mind. He didn't die. He just got tased. It looks more like a thief, but that's okay. Alright, is the dinner done? Okay, good. It's not horrible quality. Alright, so we are going to take these things with us. And then Michio, we are going to travel. And we are going to travel with a couple people. So, first of all, we are going to be bringing the headmaster with us. Oh, where is the headmaster? Ah, here we go. We are going to be bringing the headmaster with us. So I made this sim earlier. His name is Reginald Cohen. He is the headmaster of Wintercrest Prep, I believe is what it was called. Oh, we also need to bring the children, actually. So we're going to be bringing him, and then we're also going to be starting a club gathering of the top donors, so that we are all there together. So we are bringing Posy, Hanzo, Reginald. And then I wanted to go to this place in San Myshuno. This is where the dinner itself shall be happening. That was a kind of a rockin' tune. All right, everybody. I'm really quickly gonna see if I can change the dress code here. I know there's a way to like change dress code and stuff. Ah, here we go. I can't just set it to, like, you have to wear your formal? Okay, well, that's kind of dumb. Yeah, Nancy is in it. Of course Nancy's in it. Are any of you surprised? So, we are going to start a gathering. And then we are going to go here together. Makoto, or not Makoto, dang it, Michio, you, can go to the bathroom. Upstairs. Actually, don't go to that bathroom. Go to this one. This one looks to be the public one. And then we shall put we'll put the cake in here. Well, yeah, we'll put the cake in here for now. Are the kids coming? Oh, what's wrong? Stress with strangers? Oh, maybe Posy's getting a little bit nervous about this one. Yeah, like she sees, okay, no, never, you know what, never mind. I don't necessarily know if she's nervous. She's like, this is the man that rejected my application. Let's change you into your formal as well. I want to change everybody into their formal. Posy is like, this is the man that rejected my application. Oh, he's going down. Hello, Grace! Hello, hello, hello. We are about to poison the 1%. Hanzo, let's also get you in your cute little suit. You also are part of the club, so let's get you in your suit. Michio, same to you. Once you're done with that, change into your suit. And yeah, let's get this party started, shall we? You're part of the club. There's Nancy. Are you guys ready to poison Nancy Land Grab? My mom poisoned on percent. Those are words to walk into. Hi, Grace's mom. It's not, I promise I'm not a bad influence. Mostly. You know who is a bad influence? Nancy Land Grab. And we're about to poison her, so it's okay. We're not gonna kill them. We're not gonna kill them. It's okay. I don't think we're gonna kill them. Hi to me. I trust her. Oh, Paul knows what's about to happen. He's kicked over a trash can. See, Posy, this is why you have to do this. Do any of you guys have a camera? No. Let me just get a camera in here really quick. I mean, telling the people to poison the 1% is being a good influence. No, it's not. I don't encourage murder on my channel. gonna delete this one. What's a pretty part of this area that you can... Oh, here. We'll take pictures over here. There we go. I'm excited to poison the 1%. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm gonna get banned. Alright, Posy, Michio, could you guys... Or, Michio, could you take a picture of, Hanzo and everybody else? Here, Posy. I feel like Posy would not be able to resist a quick, Hi! So you're the headmaster. Where did you go? Don't take him somewhere too private, Posy. I don't trust you. Oh, she's taking... I don't trust this at all. Hi, I'm Posy. I'm Hanzo's cousin. Hide it, Posy. There you go, there you go. She slipped for a second there.
Oh, Kabura. Oh, Gosha.
For legal reasons, that is a joke. Some kids at school were being mean to one of my friends. I wanted to help, but I didn't know what to do. What should I have done? Step in and stand up for your friends. Alright, Michio. Let's form a group. Let's all go here together. And then call it a grand meal.
Chumcha.
Yeah, everybody, come have a lovely meal. Look at all these rich people. Enjoying... Oh, I forgot that Michio's a glutton, so he eats all weird. Enjoying a nice dinner. Michio just scarfing it down. Oh my gosh, I love that man. Reginald's like, I hope that all of you, Posy, I thought you wanted to watch this happen. Come on. Reginald's coming over. Yeah, Reginald is like, I hope that all of you are enjoying the meal in the dining. And, I hope that you will be, your wallets will be open. Here, Posy, why don't you come grab a serving as well? Let me just, we can do a little bit of small talk with everybody while we're waiting. I do want to get a quick picture of... Oh, Posy's gone off to the side. Posy's gone off to the side. Just watching. Watching and waiting. Alright. Michio, I want you to come over here and take a picture of Hanzo and Posy. Guys, stop your conversations. We're gonna get a cute little picture of the two of you. And then, oh my gosh, I cannot. These two are so flipping cute. I really can't handle it. Also, the lighting in this room is like very, very red. Or very, very yellow. Oh! Oh my gosh, they're so freaking cute. I cannot handle these two. Look at Posy's face. My mom had mentioned that she's been removing the ladders of pools for Sims to drown in since Sims 2 and 3 since I was a kid for legacy, so she's in support. This is Posy telling Michio all about... I think this is the one because this is definitely Posy being like Hanzo, it's time, and him being like, oh really, it's time? Grace, your mom has all my respect. Alright, so let's give, we'll give a copy to Hanzo and a copy to Posy. In fact, I'm gonna give 2 copies to Posy. But, anyway, someone's like, oh, where is the wine? I think it's time we all had a nice drink. So, can we... I want to make all of them grab a drink. I'm gonna add a couple of them to the household really quick. Nancy, you're not getting away from this one. Alright, but yeah, Reginald is like, why don't we all have a drink? This is an alto vintage that we've got over here. So here, why don't we all grab a bottle? Oh, I'm so snobbily surrounded. Yeah, so they can all come over here and start grabbing a bottle. And Michio's like, oh, I'll take one. And Posy's like, wait! Uncle Michio!
Droba. Sika Niba.
No, Posy, you wanted to watch this. You wanted to watch this go down. So these two, this is all your fault. And Michio's like, oh, I'll take one. Okay, I actually don't know what's gonna happen when they drink this. Where did Posy go? Oh yeah, Posy. Oh my gosh, Posy is just watching. This is so menacing. This is so menacing. Just this young child. Uncle Michio, don't you need to make your trip home? I recommend you don't drink tonight. And he's like, no, it's okay. We've got it, Posy, we've got a driver, didn't you see? Oh, look, is that yummy? Is that yummy, Reginald? Is it actually yum? Is it actually good? Oh, this is Posy being like, Michio, Michio. Oh, Nancy Landgrab giving Posy some parental advice. Love that. Really though, I don't know what it does. It's called Suspicious Fizz. I imagined it would do something bad. Can you change back into your suit, please?
Oh no.
Maybe while the aftermath is going down in the other room. In the kitchen. The room of the help. These two instead are going to age up. Oh? What was that? What was that music? What was that music? Superb. Okay, maybe he liked it. Oh, no, he didn't! No, he didn't! There's something unsettling in this fizz. Not sure which end Michio, how are you feeling?
Serve. Zambas. For process. Tropha.
Oh.
Well, here, I don't think that was a very superb drink based on, yeah.
Oh, from more wrong.
Here, I'm gonna give you two a little bit of a... Wow, you hate the decorations here? Dismally decorated? I didn't know you were such a snob, Hanzo. But yeah, both of you go here together. Come on. Hanzo, you were born first. So you get to blow out the candles first. Don't they have to finish it before they get the mood lit? Yeah, we've gotten the mood lit now. Nancy? Oh, Nancy liked it. Nancy is trash, so she was unaffected.
Yep. Trangella. Granoy.
Can I make him throw up? No. Alright, well, it looks like it's gonna, while all that's happening... No! Will you two please? Alright, Hanzo's aging up. Alright, so Hanzo, I'm going to give him the neighbor one, and then I guess we'll randomize. Slob and active, is he just going to be Graygen? I'm okay with that. Hanzo, can you... First of all, I'm not doing preteens in this just for the sake of consistency. So... I'm not going to worry about that. But then can you add some birthday candles? And then it'll be Posy's turn. Posy gave the 1% food poisoning, and I love that for her. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like... Yeah, he's trying to hold it together. Like, hoping that they don't realize. But... I think they're about to realize... Oh, yeah, I think they're about to realize. Nancy, how are you feeling in the bathroom department right about now? Oh, no way! Heather? Oh, Heather? What's this? Dangerously fizzy. Sometimes you're just having way too much fun to be concerned about your well-being. Oh no, Heather! Heather, what does that mean? I mean, you're gonna get it too. And Michio, I'm sorry, man. It was everybody. And as the 1% pees themselves in the other room, Posy has aged up into a teenager. So I'm going to give her the romantic trait. I think romantic fits her really well because we keep getting calls from the school about her being like writing a flirty poem or writing a love note to the teacher or trying to kiss the other kids, things like that. So she definitely is romantic. I am actually not quite sure. First of all, I'm not quite sure what her third trait is going to be, but I'm also not quite sure what her aspiration aside from Strangerville Hero is going to be. I guess let's take a look at it now and see if there's one that we like. I could see her being an extreme sports enthusiast, but that would require us to live in Mount Komorebi, and I don't want to. Is Heather okay? Like, emotionally? I don't think so. Deviance. We could make her a chief of mischief. She is very mischievous. So, honestly, that might fit her, being a chief of mischief. I was planning on her being a bit more chaotic good after this point, though. Do you guys have any ideas about potentially what she could do? She does really want to go to university. So maybe we could give her academic, and then for like her teenagehood and like going in university life, and then after that she can have Strangerville Hero. That might be a good way to do it. We also have popularity. And then wellness. I don't know. Chief of Mischief can be pretty good, and I like the uni one too. Let's for now, we'll do Chief of Mischief for now. And if it's going well and we're having fun doing it with her, then we'll keep it. If not, I'll switch it to the university one. But Posy is now aged up. Oh, Malcolm. Friend, you are next. You are also the 1%. Don't even think that you're out of the woods yet. But I think, needless to say, there aren't going to be very many donations tonight. Especially from Miss Heather right here. She is definitely not going to be doing any donating tonight. But I think on that note, then, the school's reputation is pretty much solidified. So, I didn't even know there was a uni aspiration. Yeah, I mean, there's usually one that comes in as, like, a tutorial aspiration. So, that's kind of what it is. So, I'm going to really quickly jump in, and I'm not going to do all of Posy's outfits right now, but I am going to just give her a formal, and then I'm going to give Hanzo... Oh, I forgot to take pictures! I changed that if you don't want her bonus trait to be related to deviance. Oh, I can do that. That's fine. I forgot. I didn't take any pictures of them blowing out the candles, but I'll take pictures of them older in front of the cake, and it'll be... Or screenshots, and it'll be fine. So... I think I'm trying to remember. There was a set of... I think I liked these lashes on her. No, those are so long. I think I liked these on her. I think those are the best ones for her. But here is Posy. So we can see her. I like her thick eyebrows, but I don't think I want them to be quite that thick. So I'm gonna see if I can find another one that I like a little bit more. Or at least the shape of a little bit more. Oh, she looks very scary with those eyebrows. I kind of like it. Yeah, she looked kind of scary with those, but yeah, I do kind of like it, actually. So I'm just gonna do her formal wear. So Posy had curly hair when she was a kid. And so we should probably keep that going. I'm gonna give her some braces, because she is in her tween phase now. I'm not gonna give her any acne, because I don't want to. I don't think it fits her. I feel like she would scare away acne, you know? Could maybe do something like this. That's pretty cute. That's a woman who lets nothing get in her way. Absolutely. And then I also wanted to give her some, like, crazy... Oh my god. Some, like... That's so horrible. Whose idea was that? I'll do that. I'll do that. I love her so much. I do too. And then I'm thinking, like, bright red lipstick. I think she's just, like, experimenting with makeup right now. So, like, it's not supposed to look good. Like, she's not very good at winged eyeliner yet, you know? Now, she is our cottagecore princess. So, but I'm thinking maybe right now she's not quite as cottagecore. So maybe we can do something else, like maybe this. She does still like pink though.
Huh.
Do like a dark pink. Ooh, that looks really good on her. And then we're gonna do the rest of her outfits when we get home. But we're not gonna worry about them right now. And then just some tights. And then, I'm giving her lesbian nails. But yeah, okay, so there we go. So that's Posy's formal wear. Let's work on Hanzo for a bit here. Yeah, so you can see he looks a lot like Michio. He's got a Kane's nose though. And then I'm gonna give him no facial hair because he just aged up. Sorry, Hanzo, I love you, but you are not intimidating enough to scare away acne. So you're gonna get a couple spots here and there. And then you're also getting braces. And then let's find you a better hair. Maybe like this. This feels kind of silly but prince-ish. So we can do that. And then I'm gonna give you some thicker brows as well. Oh, little sad boy brows. What's wrong? Why are you so sad? He's got very arched brows. Wow. I think those are the best ones. She's experimenting with her style right now. She'll figure it herself out. Yeah, and honestly, I'm going to be experimenting with her style too. I know I want the basis of it to be cottagecore, but I think I might... There was probably going to be some, like, edits. But let's get you in a suit like the one you were just wearing, which I guess this is the closest thing. Alright, but there we go. So this is tween Hanzo and tween Posy, at least in their formal looks. Again, I'm going to do more comprehensive makeover when she moves out of this household. But yeah, so now I forgot to take, I was so busy taking screenshots of the food poisoning going on in the next room, I completely forgot to take screenshots of them aging up. So that was my bad. Oh, it's gonna be fun when she finds out her style, though. Yeah. Alright, Posy. Come a little bit closer.
Muchi peaches at feast. Subino yap yam.
Stop talking to him.
You're
He's
bleak
gross.
news.
Alright, let's see if I can get a screenshot without Malcolm Landgrab. Okay, not a great screenshot, but you can kind of see. Like, I feel like this tells enough of the story. Yeah, unfortunately, it's gonna have to be like this from this angle. So this tells like enough of the story. I feel like you can tell this is she and Hanzo have now aged up, and she is laughing maniacally because she knows that her plan has worked. Hanzo, you can have the cake. Oh, and look. Oh no, look at all the puddles. That's so bad. Anyway, I feel like at this point Michio would be like, we need to go home right now. So... Oh, poor Michio. I don't think she meant for it to happen. I think she was hoping he wouldn't. I think in her mind, she was like, there's a chance he'll take it, and I'm gonna have to let that happen. But I think she was really hoping that he wouldn't take one, you know? Okay. And now let's head back. think there might be hot chocolate upstairs. I kind of want to go check, and if there is, I want to try some. Alright, so, yeah, Michio is not having a good day, poor guy. So let's get him to go over here and we'll take a bath with soaks. He deserves it. Let's take a lavender foam soak. You two, change back into your formal wear. She actually is wearing a very pretty cottagecore dress in her everyday I just saw. Posy warned him. She kind of did. But I want you to... I'm going to teleport you over here. Because I want you two to talk. I feel like you two need to talk about what just happened. So I think Hanzo's going to be like, hey, so I'm glad that mostly worked. We'll do Whisper Crush because I think that'll give a whisper animation, which I think will fit it well enough. Yeah, so he's like, hey, listen, so, you know, that mostly worked. Glad about that. Happy about that, you know.
Yishla?
Oh.
But you know, also my dad just got completely humiliated in front of a bunch of other people. And he's feeling really sick now, and I'm really uncomfortable with that. So yeah, that I'm not I already had dessert, but maybe I should get some hot chocolate too. I might run upstairs after this and get some hot chocolate. And Posy will be like, hey, it's okay, it's fine. Look at Simstagram, it's blowing up. The school's reputation has been utterly destroyed. It's exactly what we wanted. And he's like, yes, I mean, yeah, I did want that. You're right. I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm better. I was like just coerced by you. I wanted to do it, but also my dad. I'm a little upset about my dad. And she's like, listen, Hanzo, I know it's like, that's totally reasonable. We can talk about this later, okay? Just, I gotta go home, but just trust me, everything's gonna be alright. And he's like, okay, I guess that's alright. But I think with that, then, Posy's gonna need to head home. I'm gonna text my dad and ask if they made the hot chocolate. Okay, so let's fix this this family for a second. So Posy, you are going back to Hinford on Bagley. Yes.
Shlof Bajelja. Ah.
Is there any left? Oh, that was the wrong thing. Nancy, let's go to... Where's Oasis Springs? Ah, here it is. Corona, oh no. Land grab. Go back into there. Oh good, now the land grabs will age and die. A Coca Cuppa is the best cuppa. And then... Yeah, look, you can see she's wearing a cute little cottagecore dress right now. I might keep that. Just because it's, like, perfect. Reginald, you also can go back. Alright, so there we go. So the households are normal again. I'm going, look, Michio may have peed in front of a bunch of rich people, but they did too, so they aren't gonna say shit about it. Well, that might not make Hanzo feel much better, to be fair. But I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go see if I can grab some hot chocolate. So yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hello. I'm sorry, yes, the Landgrabs had another baby. That was back when I hadn't gotten control of MCC yet. Oh, it didn't do it. Here, sorry. There we go. my keyboard had gone to sleep, so when I pressed the button, then it didn't, the hotkey, it didn't change. But okay, let's do some makeovers, shall we? Let's do Hanzo first. We'll save the best for last. Thank you, guys.
Twisty.
Yeah, so we'll do Hanzo first. He's quite cute. I don't think that this hair does not suit him whatsoever, but he is cute. I like his nose. Again, I think that's Akane's nose. I mean, it's definitely not, it has to be Akane's nose, because it's definitely not Michio's nose. I think Michio got Buttercup's. Yeah, Michio got Buttercup's nose. Both of them did. So, yeah, I guess this is meant to be Akane's nose. Interesting outfit you've got here, friend. I'm not gonna spend too much time on him. Don't worry. I just want to... I don't want him to look... I want him to look, like, presentable. For when we see him next time. There we go. That's fine. We've already done that. I like that sweater. Let's just give you, like, a pair of shorts. Just, like, some black ones. Your shoes are fine, but maybe just these black ones. Interesting sleeping outfit. I'm actually kind of want to give the Landgrabs a daughter in my save now, but she'd take after her dad. Oh, that'd be nice. I mean, Johnny takes more after the dad. We'll give him this, just because I love this. I love this one so much. Well, that kind of matches his slippers, so I guess I'll keep those. This is kind of cool. Yeah, that's cool. We'll give him this. And then we can give him the no, he's rich. He wouldn't wear the same sneakers twice. Let's give you, like, a tank top. And then, honestly, this is fine. I'm gonna give you sandals, though. And I'm gonna give you some sunglasses.
Oh.
And then this definitely needs to change. Let's take off the kitty hat. Actually, this looks pretty good. Like these. Okay, so there we go. That's Hanzo. Just a real quick makeover. He wants to be a neighborhood confidant, so I like to imagine that this is just like he wants his people to trust him, that kind of thing. He's active, he is a slob. So that is his tween look. Now, let's move on to Posy's.
What is
So again, here we go. This is teenager Posy. So this is you can see here pretty clearly what she's gonna look like as an adult. What a dork! I love him. I like him too. I think Hanzo's cute. I like this hair on her. We can say that she grew it out really long, so the weight, like the curl, has kind of like the weight has like kind of pulled the curls out, so it's just kind of wavy now. I do want to give her bad makeup though. That's kind of cool, actually. I actually like that. Like, that's kind of a vibe. This actually looks nice. I can't do it if it actually looks nice. This is just insanity. What is this? It doesn't fit her frame. Or else I might do it. Maybe we do like this. Like she accidentally smudged it a bit under her eye. It makes her look a little emo, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I love the MAC eyeliner for bad eyeliner. It's too bad though. Like it's so bad that I can't even enjoy it for being bad. Alright, I want to give her kind of a shade that doesn't look very good on her. So I'm thinking like a pink. Or an orange. This orange doesn't look great on her, which I think is kind of the vibe I'm going for. Okay, and then we want... No, okay, I can't do that to her. It's perfect for emos. It's still too bad for emos though, especially if the frame looks like that. Okay, we'll do that for her blush. So just like too much blush. So yeah, she's definitely going overboard in terms of like makeup, but it's okay. She's gonna figure out her makeup look later. This is again purposely bad. So this dress is actually very cottagecore and cute. I kind of like it. This isn't exactly. She's very tall. I feel like she's a very tall girl. I kept messing up my eyeliner and it just keeps getting bigger. I guess it can work like that. Yeah, I do kind of like this dress. It is very cottagecore. I got this earlier. Oh, it's so cute. And it comes with a skirt. Not on her though, of course. She's a teenager. So we gotta figure out something for her. I was thinking more like a jacket and skirt combo. Or we could do something kind of like this. This is very, like, 13-year-old. Okay, I kind of like this dress. And then by this point, she knows she's a lesbian. She likes girls, so we're gonna give her the lesbian nails. And then for shoes, I want her to go ahead and start wearing heels because she's gonna wear heels all the time and she's gonna be able to run and beat people up in them, and it's gonna be great. So she's gonna need to start working on those heels now. So maybe something like that, or just just like little brown ones. And then do something like this. I feel like this is a very young teen thing to do. Like, you're wearing a dress, but just to make sure that it's not too short, you wear, like, shorts underneath of it. What if she borrows some influence from Mount Kohlrabi as a young teen? Like, her version of rebellion is going against cottagecore vibes before she embraces them. I mean, I kind of like... I think her final look is going to be some kind of combination. What I was thinking for her final style is I kind of like the idea of her clothes being very cottagecore, but then her makeup being very, like, femme fatale. That's kind of what I was thinking. And so I'm kind of just trying to build towards that. Still wear shorts under my dresses all the time. Yeah, I do too. I always do it, but I feel like it's still a very, like, young teen thing to, like, have them be showing underneath the dress. So I kind of like that. And then maybe we can get her a necklace too. Maybe Charlene got her one that, like, this looks kind... What's the necklace that Charlene wears? This one. Maybe Charlene can get her a necklace that looks kind of like this one. Or do we just give her... Do we take this necklace off Charlene and put it on Posy and make it seem like Charlene gave her necklace? That's actually really cute. I kind of like that idea. What do you think? Let me find that necklace. It's this one. So, like, I could take it off of Charlene's outfits. I feel like Charlene would do that, but as an elder. Okay, that's fair. I mean, but when she's an elder, Posy's probably going to be an adult. But I could see her maybe doing it as a young adult. Like... So, we can do something different. Maybe we can do the heart necklace instead. The heart necklace is cute. Yeah, that's cute. OMG, yes, either now or as a glow-up. Like, once she's sure Posy won't lose it. That's fair. Maybe at glow-up. Maybe at glow-up she gives it to Posy. Right now, she doesn't trust her. So I kind of want something like this. Like, there's like a beaded bracelet somewhere. Ah, here we go. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. These vibes. Yeah, I like that idea? Okay, so yeah, so when Posy gets her glow up, then we will give her Charlene's necklace. What color should we do for this? Maybe the orange. The orange is nice. Okay, so I like this outfit. I think this is very cute. This feels very, like, throwing a bunch of things together, trying to figure out your style type of outfit to me. And that's very much what I think Posy is doing. For the next one, I think I'm going to do a jacket and a skirt. Middle schooler heavily conditioned me to be self-conscious about showing any skin, so yeah, shorts under dresses is very middle school nostalgia. Have I ever told you about the time that, my principal embarrassed me, or, like, indirectly, but also absolutely knew what she was doing, humiliated me in front of my entire middle school class at the award ceremony? Like this. I think there was like a skort in university. Yeah, so basically, oh yeah, I think I actually did tell you this story. I think I've told you this before. So basically, at my school, I don't know about y'all's schools, but at my school, in my district, the rule for girls wearing tank tops because girls can't wear tank tops for some reason, is that it had to be 3 fingers. That was the rule. I like that. Actually, I kind of like the ones with these painted on. Yeah, that's very, very cute. So it had to be 3 fingers. So my mom took me out shopping to get a new dress for my 8th grade awards ceremony. And I specifically found a dress, and I was like very deliberate. Had to be 3 or 2. Mine was 3. But I went shopping for dresses, and I was very deliberate. I just want to talk. Oh god, that principal was the worst. Oh my gosh. Wait, that's really cute. Look at that little outfit. But yeah, so I got a dress, and I specifically, it was a little bit of a tight fit, but I could fit 3 fingers on the straps. The straps were like this wide. So like, there shouldn't be a single issue with an 8th grade girl wearing a dress where the straps are this wide, right? So as I'm about to go into the award ceremony, my principal is there, and she says, "You need to put on a jacket." And I'm like, "What?" And she was like, you need to put on a jacket. The straps are too short." And I was like, "No, like, you can fit 3 fingers." And I showed her, and she said, "You need to go put on a jacket." And I was like, "But I don't have one. It's summer. Like, it's almost summer. We're in Georgia." And she was like, "Well, you better go find one, because you can't go into that ceremony without one." So in the end, luckily a friend of mine had like a jacket, but like, I don't know if y'all have noticed, I'm a little chubby, and I've always been a little chubby, and my friend was very, very thin. So the jacket was like way too small for me. It did not match my dress at all. My dress was like blue and orange and brown, and had like these cowrie shells like on it. And the dress was like pastel pink. So it didn't match my dress at all. It was too small for me. And my principal made me wear it at the award ceremony, where I went up, I got like the language arts award that year. So like, there I was going up to get my language arts award, wearing this pretty dress with this too small jacket that didn't go with the dress at all, and clearly was only there because apparently my straps were too, like apparently my straps were too short, like, or too small. This big. That principal was the worst. She was. Yeah. So I honestly, like, that was the perfect, like, parting gift from that principal after the years of middle school that I had and how horrible they were. It's so weird too, because she hated me. She did not like me. She did not like me at all. But she loved my sister. And my best guess is because my sister was like a lot better at like winning awards for the school and stuff. So like, of course she liked my sister. Whereas I didn't win any awards for the school until 8th grade when I was in Readingville, and I won't say I carried us to regionals, but I was a very good team member when we got to regionals. So like, I don't know if she was bitter because I wasn't as good at winning the school awards as my sister was, or let's give her these, or if she like didn't like, or I know the first introduction I ever had to that principal was my mom going up to her and saying, "Hi, I'm Chloe and Casey's mom. Let's do this. I'm Chloe and Casey's mom. I've noticed that my daughter, me, is not being put in advanced science, and because I think that she should be put in advanced science, essentially. Dress codes that punish girls and people that are assumed to be girls for having a hecking physical form. It's so bad. First, but let me read this note you said. Okay, I feel like I should clarify that the shorts I wear are shorter than the dresses, and it's purely because I'm part of the LGBTQ community, so I can't sit like a normal person." Yeah, sometimes I still mess up, and mine are longer. but yeah, so my mom was like, hi, I noticed that my daughter is not in the advanced science, and I think it would be, but I do think that she should be in the advanced science. And my principal was like, no, her test scores aren't high enough. And my mom is like, okay, fair. She's got severe anxiety, and she has very, very bad testing anxiety, so her test scores are never reflective of what her actual, like, capabilities are. So, and my principal, and the principal was still like, nope, her test scores weren't high enough, she can't go in advanced science. And my mom was like, okay. So my mom went out, she got my therapist to write a note basically saying, hello, Casey is a very intelligent girl. She has severe anxiety and isn't good at tests. However, I as her therapist, think that it would be best for her if she's put in advanced science, so that she can, because I think that it will be good for her to be challenged academically. So I as her therapist, as a medical person, say she should be put in advanced science. And then my mom also went to my 5th grade teacher, who was my science teacher. And my 5th grade teacher, I didn't know this until I was like a senior in high school. I knew that my therapist wrote that note. I didn't know that my 5th grade teacher wrote a note too. My 5th grade teacher wrote a note basically saying, hi, Casey is very intelligent. She is very good at science. She just has severe testing anxiety. So, I do, as her teacher, as the person who taught her science all 5th grade, I don't, and it's, like, I've seen her scores, I don't think they reflect how good she is at science. And my teacher was still like, no. We had a kid rip his shirt off during an assembly, but I couldn't wear a tank top. Oh my god. Middle school was the worst. I like this outfit. I think this is fun. But yeah, so that was my middle school principal. She was the worst. If my mom was down here, my mom would also tell you horror stories. We're gonna give her sneakers for this one. Yeah, she's actually kind of making this number work, and I love that for her. But yeah, so that was scarring. That science class, fun fact, it was the thing that initially triggered my depression. The one that I was put in because apparently my test scores were too low to be in the advanced science class, even though my teacher and my therapist both said she should be in the advanced class. Something happened in that normal science, the non-advanced science class, that triggered my depression. Woo! Love that. Okay, so I like this. I think I do want to put her hair in a ponytail for this one, though. Bruv. That's all you can say sometimes, just bruv. What hair? Oh, that looks good. Can we all gang up against this principal? I'm ready to slap. She retired. She retired right after I left. I know she wanted to be superintendent, and everyone was like, oh my god, please don't let her be superintendent. Please don't let her be superintendent, I'm begging you. I guess that works, because the ponytail's like high enough that could work. I'm sorry you had advocates, but still couldn't be put in the right class. Of effing course she did. It's okay. It meant a lot to me when I was getting ready for college, and I was like going through the records, and I found that note from my 5th grade teacher, because I had no, I knew that my mom had told me that my therapist had written one for me, because my mom was very upfront. She was like, I tried to get you into this class, she would not let you in. I think, and my mom was like, I think you deserve to be in this class. Miss Bev thinks you deserve to be in this class. Like, I don't want you to feel badly about this at all. Like, she was very, very upfront with it. She was very upfront with it, with me. Very upfront about it with me. But she didn't mention that, or she might have, and I just forgot. But when I read that note, I did not realize that Miss Spain had written that for me. and it meant a lot to me. Alright, here we go. Let's try this one. Anyway, speaking of middle school, Posy's in middle school. If Posy had if Posy had a principal like that, she would destroy their reputation within a week. I wish I had that power. What did I use? This one. Bum, 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 bum. It's so wild that they block you from the right class like that. Yeah, you'd think that, like, I mean, I guess I can I mean, not really, but, like, in like, some weird way, I can kind of understand why maybe, like, an outside source like my therapist would not necessarily be enough. But literally my 5th grade teacher was like, no, I completely agree. I think she should be in the advanced class. Like, I'm giving you all the evidence here that she should be in the advanced class. And and she was just like, nope, I'm not allowing it. Oh, here we go. God, I think the worst I ever had to deal with was getting sent to the principal's office for wearing... Oh gosh, all this stuff's happening. Wearing too revealing of a shirt. I was wearing another shirt underneath, and the other girls in that class were wearing the same style of shirt. It was because I had a larger chest than everyone else at that point, so they were super biased against me and what I could wear. Oh, that's so dumb. Well, in the spirit of making me choose violence, I think I'm gonna have some drama happen that will start the course of Posy, or a Petunia's spiral. No physical fight is going to happen, but still. I usually got bumped to regular classes because I put no effort into classes but tested well, so they had no faith. LMAO. I put a lot of effort into my classes. I think I would have done fine in science. I was a entirely A and B student up until my junior year of high school, when the mental illness really kicked in. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, B. This is kind of a cute shirt. I'm gonna get her this one in the pink. And then, like these? Yeah. Or these? Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're at an hour and 40 minutes. You know, I could see an outfit like this kind of working on her. Maybe I'll try and use this. I'll try and keep this. But let's put some horrible makeup on her again. Yeah, the worst part, I was 12, so you know, kind of weird they had concerned with my, well, yeah, the worst part was I was 12, so you know, kind of weird they were so concerned with my titties, haha. Yeah, maybe let's not sexualize young girls by forcing unreasonable dress code standards on them. Maybe like that. Okay, I'll keep this shirt. I kind of like this shirt. Could we maybe do, like, some cute jeans? Like this.
Ah.
I actually think I'm going to, I learned well. I just hated the entire concept of homework, so my work suffered. But I was lucky enough not to get testing anxiety. It's because I always got to read after tests, which was my favorite thing to do, so... Yeah, I struggled with homework too. In general, and still to this day, I struggle a lot with things that, like, need to be done every day, but are also different every day. So, like, I had a lot of trouble with homework. The part of the reason I had a bit of a spiral my junior year was because I wasn't doing my homework. think I'm gonna change her shoes here into those like clunky heel Mary Jane heel type things. Yeah, these ones. Yeah, I'm gonna change them to this. And we'll say these are like her practice heels. Also, the age at which adults concern themselves with themselves over children's chests is batshit. Ugh. Yeah. I think during like my senior year of high school, then they actually did relax the dress code, like quite a bit. Kind of like this on her. They did relax the dress code quite a bit, so that was nice. It still wasn't like perfect by any means, but like it was a start. Like this. And I'm just gonna keep her nails in every outfit. Now when we moved to 4th grade, I was suddenly in a school that gave you detentions if you didn't do your homework enough times. I had like 7 detentions between 4th and 6th grade. Oh my gosh. Like, I was still pretty good at doing my homework. I just struggled a lot with the concept of homework. I think that's why I did a lot better in summer school. I went to summer school. My mom, going into my senior year, because of that whole, like, struggling with homework thing, then my mom, she told me, would have been more, but teachers took pity on me every once in a while. Well, that was nice of them. But she told me that, she was going to sign me up for summer school because she wanted me to not have to worry about math my senior year. In addition to everything else, is essentially what she said. Ooh, what if we did this, actually? Wait, I love that. Oh, let's do this. For her, for when she, like, has her hair up. I like the bow in it as well. This is one of the new hairs I know. Look at that hairline. Love that. But yeah, so she basically told me, like, you are going to do this. And I really did not want to at first, but I'm actually really glad I did. That was the second time I'd ever gotten A's in math, and I think it was because it was just, like, very concentrated hours, like, or it was like a couple hours of very concentrated work. And I think that I work really well in that kind of environment, and that's why I did a lot better in college. Like, despite art school, did you guys know I went to art school? Despite art school being, like, much harder than high school, I only ever got 1 C while in art school, even though, like, some of the classes I took were, like, way, way harder than anything I took in high school. And I think a big reason for that is because the classes were, like I was saying, like, much more, like, shorter periods of very focused work. And I work better in situations like that. So I actually did really well in summer school because it was we learned an entire year's worth of math in 3 weeks. And it worked really well. It worked really well for me. So yeah. Oh, this is cute. Look at this outfit. I love this outfit. Yeah, and a lot of the kids, like, summer school isn't, like, I was afraid that everybody there was gonna think that I, like, failed math and I had to do math again, because I was in summer school, but actually, like, a lot of the kids that were there to do the same thing that I was, just to get a class out of the way, and it was really nice. Her mom made her these earrings. That's what we're gonna say. There were a couple kids. It was called getting ahead. That was the summer school term for it, apparently. I love this hair on her so much. Like, OMG. I cannot believe how much I love this hair on her. But yeah, so a lot of the kids there were there for getting ahead. And my teacher, I had no accommodations all of high school, except I was able to get way more days off than I should have because I was able to get doctor's notes saying that she was having anxiety attacks and she needed to go home. It's the same thing here. We had a ton of summer school kids in my district, but it was almost all just people trying to get extra electives. Yeah, it could be that. There was like, I specifically remember one guy who basically like, he only did like summer school options and like certain alternative school options. He didn't do public school at all. Oh, I can't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, I didn't have any accommodations, and my mom was really pissed off about this, because she had asked them my freshman year, she was like, Casey needs certain accommodations, like, she struggles a lot with anxiety, and they were like, oh, we don't have anything like that, and it turned out they did. They had that the entire time, and so it wasn't until senior year that I was actually able to get accommodations, like, for instance, taking tests, like having an extra time on tests and taking them in a different room away from all the other kids, because a big source of my testing anxiety is if I'm going too slow, I'm afraid everybody in the class is going to think that I'm stupid, and so that either makes me go really fast, which sometimes works out well, but a lot of times it means I don't do as well on the test as I could have, or it stresses me out so much that I go slow and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I finally, my senior year, was able to finally get that accommodation, that I could take tests in another room. And the reason I got it is because Mr. Oglesby, my math teacher over the summer, his daughter had anxiety. And so when I told him, hi, I get severe anxiety around math, is there any possible way that I was basically like on my knees begging, like, please, is there any possible way? I'm really worried. Like, can I just, like, go in a separate... I know that the room next door is empty. Can I just go in a separate room? I promise I'm not gonna cheat. Like, I'll show you my... Like, if I can just go in another room and, like, listen to my music and be alone while I take the test, I think I'll do really well. And he was like, yeah, of course. And I was like, oh my god, what? Like, and he was like, yeah, my daughter has anxiety. She needs accommodations like that. And I was like, oh my god. They can give me that? This isn't something that I need to beg for? Oh. So, yeah. Anyway, sorry, I feel like this like, making over Posy has taken forever, because I've just been talking about my middle school experiences the entire time, so. My apologies on that, but I think she looks really, really cute. Okay, now, yeah, I'm looking just kind of like she put lip gloss on because her lips are kind of dry because it's cold. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. Oh, he was fantastic. He was awesome. Oh, this is fun. You're gonna... Okay. Bye, Percival. Yeah, he was a really, really amazing teacher. I'd, like, heard good things about him from the other kids who had him, but I'd never had him personally. And then when I had him, I was like, I wish I'd had you, like, all throughout high school. But I think he taught the advanced math classes, and so of course I was never going to get into those. I didn't have the option to take classes in the summer, or I would have done that. Instead, I took career tech class, which replaced my math and social studies class, which was heckin' rad, because while I'm really good with math, social studies was the one class I super struggled with. I was pretty good at social studies. I did struggle with my junior and senior year with the social studies classes. I think a lot of that was because they were, I think a lot of that is because they were, ooh, like that. Because they were, like, really advanced classes. Yeah, it was funny because my mom was like, we're signing you, I'm gonna do this one. My mom was like, we're signing you up for math. We're having you take math over the summer so that you don't have a stressful senior year. And then I took 5 AP classes my senior year. Oops. Honestly, I think I did pretty well my senior year. I think I did okay. I didn't do perfect, you know, by any means. But I think I did okay. Wait, this outfit is such a vibe. I would wear this outfit in a heartbeat. I'm not kidding. I love this outfit. Like, I want it. I want this sweater and I want these jeans. I'm pretty bad with names, so I always bombed the test. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I was usually pretty bad with dates, but luckily dates on, like, all of my classes, all of my teachers were like, we're not going to make you memorize dates. So I usually did fine. Okay, I'm sorry if I triggered you a little bit there with, I love this sweater. I'm sorry if I triggered you a little bit there with all of the school red tape. I know that that's something you relate to far too much. Yeah, wow, I love this outfit so much. I want it in real life. I'm not kidding. I want this outfit in real life. I really struggle to find, flare jeans that look good on me because I've got very thick thighs and then I've got kind of thick calves too. So, like, the flare jeans are definitely more meant for the thin frame, for sure. But, wow, I love this. I love this outfit so much. Alright, so here we go. So this is Tween Posy. Let's actually play the game, shall we? I feel like I went off on a complete tangent there while we were dressing Posy. Must protect students from fail adults who would harm them. I am confident that you always do that. I have no worries about you doing that. Alright, but let's go play as Posy. So, other fun thing. It's a very nice sweater. Get a pair of cute colored plastic shades. Oh, that would be cute. Maybe I'll put that on Posy when she becomes like it's her glow up. I'll like add some cute colored shades to that outfit. Charlene's like, how'd the dinner go, honey? And Posy is like, oh, it went exactly how I hoped it would. Suli, same? Oh, what's same? What's same? Kimikoto, can you come clean the cow, please? Thank you. Oh, the jeans. You want to wear jeans, but you're too thick. All right, Posy, let's get you. Let's take a shower. Let's take a thoughtful shower. And then I think we're going to need to do, I don't think we'll need to do that much changing to Posy's room. Short legs, thick thighs, flare jeans just don't look good on me. And it's such a shame because I love flare jeans. They're my favorite style of jeans. Alright, how are you guys doing? Charlene, why don't you grab some food and then it'll be time for you to go to bed. Makoto, once you're done with this, it'll be time for you to go to bed. But anyway, so I think at this point I said that I would officially be taking submissions for Posy's wife when she became a teenager, and she is a teenager. So I guess let's talk a little bit, like now officially talk a little bit about what I am expecting from Posy's wife. So I want, she is going to be, so I say wife, and I've been, you know, Posy is going to identify as a lesbian. But just to be clear, in terms of gender, basically, I don't really care, so long as they are femme presenting. So it could be a trans woman, it could be a cis woman, it could be a trans woman, it could be someone who is non-binary but presents more femme. They just have to present femme. That is like how Posy becomes is attracted to them. Pronouns are also good. Just make sure you let me know what their pronouns are, and of course I will do my best to stick to them. In terms of their job, so Posy is eventually going to go to Strangerville and do the Strangerville mystery, like complete the Strangerville mystery, and her wife is going to do that with her. So the aspiration is going to be Strangerville mystery. Hi, sorry, I went to the bathroom too. Oh, that's okay, Percival. I'm just talking a little bit about Posy's future wife. So yeah, they're going to have the Strangerville mystery aspiration, and they're going to be a sim in black, which is basically just another version of spy, and it works out really well because I don't like having the same job in my legacy, but I wanted both Posy and her wife to have spy vibes, so it worked out really well that we got this other career, and now I could just have them both be spies. So she's going to be a sim in black. If you do not have Strangerville, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and submit them, and I can change them however it needs to happen. In terms of traits, I don't really care what... Oh my gosh, Posy, this is so nice. You get so rested. I don't really care what traits they are. However, they do need to follow the legacy, set legacy rules that I have made for traits. Which, if you didn't know, in the original Legacy Challenge, then one of the rules is actually that, you get a point for every new trait. No! No! Posy is like, I gotta know what it tastes like. Posy, no! Don't do it! Here, I want to get a screenshot of her just, like, taking a sip. I don't think she should get the entire thing. She's just like, I wonder what this tastes like. Before I, burn all the evidence. Come on. Wake up. Wake up, laptop. Or, not laptop, keyboard. There we go. She's like, I gotta get rid of all the evidence so that they'll never know it was me, and I will forever live in infamy. But I am a little curious.
Noom.
Oh, it actually tastes pretty good. Not drinking any more of that, though. I know better. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, so in Legacy rules, then, there is a rule that you will get a point for each, trait that, a partner sim gives that is not yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. That has not already been introduced into the Legacy bloodline. That seems a bit intense for me. I would like to repeat certain traits. So the way that I do it is the spouse, I don't want the spouse to have any traits that I don't want the spouse to share any traits with the heir that they're going to marry / be in a relationship with, like be partners of, that heir's parents or that heir's grandparents. So in terms of Posy, then the traits that, here, come and get some food while, before it is time for school. Although I guess you're not going to school today. Oh, you are going to school today. So in Posy's case, then, those traits are going to be from Buttercup. Oh, I'm just going to place this. From Buttercup, it'll be romantic, adventurous, and insider. From Sosuke, it will be proper, music lover, and loner. From Makoto, it'll be loner, romantic, and animal enthusiast. And then from Charlene, it'll be maker, perfectionist, and self-assured. And from Posy, it'll be self-assured, romantic, and then whatever her third trait is going to be, I still don't quite know what her third trait is going to be. I've been trying to think about it. I want to give her a trait related to how scary she is, but I can't think of a good one for that besides hot-headed, but I don't think she's hot-headed. So I don't think that one works. And plus I don't like the idea of the angry redhead stereotype. So yeah. What I might honestly do is, like, if you guys submit a spouse, I might just, like, I might just, like, use your spouse as, like, a guideline of traits I can't use instead of the other way around. But yeah, so officially taking submissions for Posy's wife. I'll don't worry. I will also be posting basically everything I just said on Discord at the end of stream. So you don't need to like memorize all that. I mean, I feel like Self-Assured can put the vibes out. Yeah, I'm still not quite sure though. Like, normally I like have too many traits that I want to give them, but for Posy, it's like I don't really know what I want her third trait to be. Like, romantic and self-assured fit her so well, and then like for anything else, I just don't really know. All right, bye, Posy. Why don't you study hard? You want eggplant parmesan for breakfast? You know what? You go for it, Makoto. You do what you want. What's this? Oh, thank you, Sosuke. Thanks, Grandpa. I know you're dead and all, but... Yeah, I don't know. We can see, we can, like, play her a bit longer and see if dinner for breakfast equals fave. I thought you liked breakfast for dinner with all the scrambles you make. Do you just switch it? But yeah, I guess we can just play with her and see if, like, a trait kind of, like, a trait idea comes to mind. I feel like, is this a cherry tree? I've got it turned off, so I don't know. Here and there. Are you cleaning out? Yeah, you're cleaning out as well with food. Alright, Charlene, if your needs are actually really good, so let's have you make an impish bird of paradise candle. Prank successful. Posy worked up the school geeks into a frenzy, and they collectively attacked the jocks and stuffed them into lockers. Oh, how the turns have tabled. Ambitious might be good. Ambitious might be good. We'll see. Worked up the school geeks in... Yeah, she worked... This is a very Posy thing to do, to work up the geeks into a frenzy and then make them do all the dirty work. Ambitious might work. We'll see. I don't feel like she's necessarily, like, gonna be super job-oriented, you know? Like, I mean, I think she's gonna like her job and she's gonna like doing... But it's not so much that she wants to, like, climb the ranks of her job. It's more that she, like, likes the missions. While taking a quick break, Posy spies some money just sitting on a sink in the bathroom. Should she slide it in her locker for safekeeping, or just turn it into the principal right away? I mean, she's got morals. She'd turn it in. The principal acknowledges that it took the courage it took to bring the money to him. He then launches into a 20-minute speech about honesty and integrity that Posy tunes out of halfway through. But the principal does insist that Posy's teacher give her extra credit for good citizenship. Posy was like, I didn't even have to do anything that time. I love when when great things happen to me and I don't even do anything to earn them. What are you going to look at? They keep looking at something. I don't know. Babble about unbelievable friendship. Cute. Oh, I didn't mean to pause it. Alright, I'm hoping with the completion of this job that, that Charlene will like, get this promotion. Watch Makoto? What? Oh, he's just very playful. It's okay. What? Did I miss something? I know he's very playful, but like that's okay. As long as he doesn't get hysterical, it's alright. Oh, there's a bunny. I won't do anything to make him happier. And these ones are about to expire, so it should be okay. Listen, even at very playful, Sims can mess with you. Oh, knowing your scholarships. I mean, I do plan on sending Posy to college, so. Kane has spread some juicy gossip about Akira. Oh no, that added the playful back in. Oops. Let's go and clean and feed Spotty, clean the coop. Oh, we don't have to clean the shed, that's good. Val, are these gonna go away? Thank you. Okay, now he's just playful. He's okay.
Oh.
Did you get to clean the cow? Come and clean the cow. And feed the cow. And milk the cow. And collect the eggs. Yeah, all it takes sometimes is for them to walk into a well-decorated room and BAM! Dead! Alright, cool. We just finished that. What's this? A phone to pick. Posy was discovered playing games on her phone when she should have been paying attention to a lesson. Y'all, Charlene is... You know Charlene in her head is just like, are y'all really calling me about this? Are y'all really calling me to tell me that my teenage daughter is playing on her phone instead of listening to a lesson? A warning should do. Let's send that to client for approval. List this on Plopsy. List this on Plopsy. Shirley has been recognized for great performance and client satisfaction. Dealing with the fickle clients and finger cramps were worth it in the end. In addition to raising her rate, Charlene has also received these awards. New clothes? Okay. Alright, cool. So yeah, she has now... unless she's killed someone, please don't call me again. And they're like, well, I doubt that'll happen. And Charlene's like, you don't understand how close she's gotten. You don't understand. She could kill you if she wanted to. Alright, something I would like to do is... Okay, the cow kicked over the milk. Well, that's too bad. But I do want to get... Okay, so we've gotten some eggs. I think a bunch of our eggs went bad. So I'm going to put these ones in the fridge. And then I want Makoto. I'm going to have these two go into town. Maybe they can go on like a little mini date. These two are very good at keeping the romance alive, I've noticed. Some of my Sims are like not, like, it just kind of dies after a while. But I feel like these two are really good at just kind of like living a very domestic life and mixing romance into it, you know? But what I want to do is find Agnes Crumplebottom. So is she here? No, Agatha is here. I think she's a friend. Oh, Agnes is here. Okay, perfect. Alright, I need you to finally go deliver this cross stitch. It helps that the relation didn't start with a bang. They were slow and steady. I think that does help, yeah. Deliver cross stitch. Medium. Charlene, why don't you order drinks for the two of you? Let's get you guys, a coquito. Coquito is a traditional Christmas holiday drink from Puerto Rico, and some say it can be called the Puerto Rican eggnog. Coquito is usually served after dinner in a small glass, and its taste is sweet and strong. If you're brave enough, feel free to add eggs. Personally, it is okay without. Many families have their own variations, and it is passed down through generations, but we hope your Sims enjoy this non-alcoholic take on Coquito these festivities. Well, if it's non-alcoholic, why is it at the bar? Let's get us 2 barley bales. Coach is like, I'll be right back. I need to give this cross stitch to Agnes Crumplebottom. And Charlene's like, I'm not even gonna ask.
Oh. Yes.
Agnes seems even less pleased with this cross stitch, if that's possible. Disapproving of Makoto's cross stitching skills, she implies that she'll show him a truly stunning cross stitch herself if Makoto can manage the menial task of bringing her some wool. That was Charlene's cross stitch. Makoto's gonna go up to Charlene and be like, hey Charlene, Agnes Crumplebottom hated your, fucking hated your cross stitch. And Charlene's gonna be like, excuse me? Yeah, he's like, so, about the cross stitch that you gave me to go to Agnes Crumplebottom. And Charlene's like, you haven't done that yet? And he's like, no, I never go into town. You know that I don't. She hated it. And Charlene is just like, excuse me? My cross stitch is amazing.
Yeah.
And he's like, listen, can I just have some of the wool that I've given you? Like, now she's like demanding that I bring her wool. And Charlene's like, sure, fine. But I'm going to chew her out myself.
Purple. Turripinar.
Oh, these guys are cute.
Smurgs. Shumba Smurgs Unga. Cleave. Tanif Bazoo Pliva Pleave. Moochie Peachy. Shaby Balooey. Yes.
Let's do a tell a dirty joke.
Sawata.
You don't need to be in this conversation, Sarah, please. Share photos. Show off muscles. Makoto, I don't know if you have any muscles.
Yarba. Yip yip yip. Zagu zagu.
Share delight about animals. That's cute.
Jong Blofa.
Real deep secret. The deep secret is that Agnes Crumplebottom hates her cross stitch.
Wonja. Budaba.
Deroy.
Oh, Cardul. Chabin Durkeem.
Yeah, so he's like, yeah, about that cross stitch. Sorry, this is more the vibes of the conversation. He's like, I know he knows Charlene is about to lose it.
Liza.
Banukadoy.
Bouchard.
He's like, listen, it's okay. You can go yell at her. I just need to give her some wool first.
We're not shoot so
What do you mean? What do you mean she hated my cross stitch? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop this. Let's go. Okay, I'm just waiting for him to finish his drink. Yeah, she is not happy.
So china z. Kid doopsa.
Not happy at all.
Huh? Topes.
Let's give some parenting tips.
Love the twab.
I mean, honestly, I think they're both pretty good parents. But her parenting skill is lower than his.
That
bitch.
All
from feeling close with someone nearby, feeling close with a sim can deepen existing romantic feelings and make Makoto want to get even closer. I mean, I love that, but you literally can't get any closer. You're 100 100. Give some repair tips, maybe.
Slow brief.
Why is she a C student? She should be a B student. Okay, I'm gonna cheat her to B. Because you're supposed to go into, if you're an A student in elementary school, you're supposed to go into high school as a B student. Yeah. It might have glitched out because preteens have a separate school system. And I just aged her immediately out of preteen, so that might be why. That might be why she doesn't. She's not like an A student, but deliver white wool. It needs to be white wool, really. Well, never mind, Charlene. You can have this rainbow wool back then. Maybe some of our bird friends can give us some. But Charlene is like, all right, I'm gonna go yell at Agnes Crumplebottom. Thank you, Grace. Where's Agnes Crumplebottom? Is she here? She's here. She's about to get a piece of my mind. No, she's gone. Lucky for her, or else Charlene would have given her what for. Let's sit together. Yeah, you guys are supposed to be on a date and you're not even sitting. Well, it's okay. We can calm her. Propose?
I'll go by Chima Kabij. Usanad Zarspa. Wixani. Sul.
Dag dag.
This is the
Boy.
slowest beer drink I've ever seen.
Ula Shaka. Abimi.
Oh, cool. We can get cheap drinks. Why don't we can get a couple more.
Dobao, Saba, Fanirsh.
I would invite Posy over, but I don't really know what she'd do.
Flizza.
Peniops.
Bouchard.
What is her thing? She's got to perform 2 mean or mischievous interactions and be disliked by 2 Sims.
Risalek Kumbar.
Let me check the academic one. Achieve level. Okay, so academic, she can't do anything really until she goes to university. Hmm. Can't wait to do this one. Vaccinate! Oh no! Yeah, I've done the Stranger World Mystery once. I'm excited to do it again. Yeah, so currently she's got Chief of Mischief. She needs to join the acting career for this one. I was thinking of maybe having this third skill she maxes be acting. I feel like that would be really good for a spy to be good at acting. So maybe I could have her join like drama club. That's actually a good idea. I think I might do that. Yeah, again, I think extreme sports enthusiast would, like, fit her. It just, you have to live in Mount Komorebi for it to, like, for it to actually happen, basically. And, I don't want to do that. Here, Charlene's kind of hungry, so why don't we order her, some beef Wellington. Oh, I could go for some beef Wellington. I had, me and Nano made beef Wellington once, right before I went to New York, and it was, like, really good.
Chabina. Spama.
How are your needs doing? You're doing okay.
Ah.
You're just taking your sweet time drinking this beer, man. Can you come and sit? Oh, never mind. She's about to. Never mind. Okay, can you come and sit here? There we go. Finally, these two are sitting on their date. Jeez Louise.
Clevite Bainu.
Right day.
Verdoiba Fala Yadid.
Juicy fizz knowledge. Oh, okay.
Kima.
I thought it may have been the drink that he was
Bobe.
he's drinking, but looks like it's not.
Yapa.
Froshun Bash Nay.
Swibib.
Okay.
Steve Charso Denoy.
Flazzle Pelka.
The one thing that makes me hesitant about giving her the academic aspiration is she's going to be very busy in college, both doing her classes and also taking down the secret society. So, like, oh, Charlene's getting another. Before Makoto's even finished his first. So I'm a little worried about her having to do all of the things that, like, come with the academic aspiration, in addition to like those two things, because those things are going to be really important for her to do while she's in that. Like, she has to do the secret society stuff while she's in university.
Ogres.
Like, I don't know. She's kind of hard.
Kira.
She's a little hard.
Yikla.
I mean, honestly, if we wanted to, she is romantic. We could just say that she really wants to find the one. Maybe, like, she's always felt a little bit lonely. Like, she is romantic. And I imagine she's gonna be, like, very flirty with,
Arvani Shop Shin.
She's gonna be like very flirty.
Basic
And she might not date a lot of people. I am probably gonna age up her friend Bridget and they'll date. But like I imagine she's gonna be like flirting with a lot of people. But maybe in her heart she just wants to find her one person, you know? Like her parents had a really nice relationship. She always saw them as really happy. And yeah. I don't know. I think that might be cute. I've done soulmate a couple times, but also I think finding your soulmate I think is a very common dream. Like I think a lot of people just kind of just want to find their soulmates, you know? Maybe you could use some of the submissions from us that you don't use for girlfriends. Yeah, that could work. I'm not sure how many people she's actually gonna date. I do again think she's gonna date her friend Bridget. But I think a lot of it's just gonna be like flirting. Are you drinking your... Yeah. Oh, it's really late. You guys have been here like all day. I think it's about time you two head home. It was nice that they got to have a little date night though. In fact, let's not head home quite yet. Let's take a little selfie. A little date night selfie. Just to commemorate, you know? Oh, I thought for a second we'd have the pretty creek or river in the background. Oh well. Charlene looks amazing for her age. Oh, now it's ladies' night at the bar. Now that sounds like something that Posy would go to. Wonder why she looks so amazing. Oh, leave me alone. Alright, I want you to come over here and get your juice. Posy, how are you doing? Why don't you do your homework? God, her makeup is so bad. Oh, cool. And we've got some socks that we can sell. Makoto, I want you... So this is Frisco beverages, blueberry. Liv, hello! Welcome in, Liv. We have aged up the child. She wreaked havoc, as she always said she would. And she has now aged up. Totally not watching from work right now. Dude, if nothing's happening at work, then like... You're on the closing shift, what really happens. But here, let me show you Posy. Oh, hello. Yeah, so this is Posy. We kind of have her in a very... Oh, I just took a bunch of screenshots by accident. I just kind of have, like, the main tweeny thing we've done for her is her makeup is not very good. She is being very experimental with makeup, and it's going to look really good eventually. But right now, it does not.
Oh, Doyam Olava.
She still is gorgeous, though. But yeah, Posy did successfully, give the 1% food poisoning, with the trash fruit wine. That part of her plan worked. And then also, you need to sell something. Yeah, why don't you ship that on Plopsy and then list that on Plopsy. And then list that on Plopsy as well. And then you can go to the bathroom. But yeah. So that's kind of what has happened so far. We gave her her makeover. It took a really long time. That's why we haven't done that much aside from that one thing. Are you helping her with her homework? Oh, good dad. Yeah, let's really quickly take a look at her room. Again, I don't think it really needs much changes. Maybe we'll just like get rid of this like toy. She doesn't really need that toy anymore. But other than that, her room's actually fine. I would like to maybe get her a computer at some point, but maybe we just won't put that, like, a desk in her room. We'll just have the computer at, like, the table. I feel like Makoto and Charlene might want a computer of Posy's at the table anyway, because they're like, we want to know what you're working on. We don't trust you.
Ooh. Oh, Lord.
With your own, having your own computer. Yeah, let's go talk to the rabbit. I thought we did have a high friendship with this rabbit. Let's give the rabbit an egg. Okay, I'm gonna take clothes from this wild rabbit because apparently this is not the wild rabbit that that we originally dressed.
Oh.
Alright, what are you doing, Charlene? You're not tired quite yet, so why don't you come over here, knit... Why don't you come and knit a rug? Let's just knit a white rug. Oh, cute!
Jeffnummer kid, maybe?
Goal tonight. Become friends with this rabbit. We have gotten to dancing level 4 just from showing our dance moves to animals. Love that for us. Okay, let's... Oh gosh, unload and set that down because that laundry has been a nuisance from day one. Where are you setting it down? Okay. Let's put that in the washing machine. Let's grab some leftovers, and then you can work on, like, cleaning the toilet and stuff. Alright, I'll be lurking for a bit. I need to count my tills. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, you need focus for that, or at least I did. I do. I still count tills. Okay, Charlene, maybe you're not going to finish this tonight. Why don't you go on home? Yeah, I keep hearing about Spotty getting on in the ears. I know. Alright, you're done with that. So can you come and clean this? Then add that to the washing machine and then do the laundry, please? Thank you, Makoto. This is what you get for being the one that never sleeps. Can we do... I'm gonna add self-cleaning to this toilet, too. And then I'm gonna add a laundry additive. I'm gonna add an orchid. And I'm gonna wash the laundry. Can't do insta upgrade on this one or else it'll die. Or catch on fire. Can we do an instant upgrade here? That'd be nice. We may as well instant upgrade as much stuff as we can, you know? Looks like we've already done it with this one. This upgrade isn't very insta. Just want to put that out there. Oh, also, I'm going to make you a B student. How is Posy suddenly in her everyday wear? Here, go, no, go to sleep. Yeah, this upgrade isn't really happening. Did it work? Can we try that again? Okay, cool. And then I think I'm going to go do one more sim day, And then I'm going to call it a night. Headline, effects, on. So let's, I want to collect this honey, I want to collect the beeswax, and I want to bond with the bees. And then I think I'm going to send Makoto to bed. Alrighty, let's go. In terms of the beeswax, I'm going to give that to Charlene. How good is this honey? It's still normal quality. Our bees, he's really close with the bees. I'm surprised they're still only producing normal quality honey. Usually they'd be producing excellent by now. Alright. Oh, it's so nice that she doesn't get woken up by the monster anymore. Here, Posy, why don't you cook your family some breakfast? What can you make? Let's see. Nothing. Never mind. We're gonna just eat whatever we have. Get leftovers. What do we have for... Okay, we're out of breakfast foods. It's eggplant parmesan for breakfast, everybody. I thought we had eggs in here. Do we not have eggs? Are all the eggs bad? No, well, the eggs aren't bad. Why can't we make, like, eggs and toast? Are we out of bread? We might be out of bread. Okay, yeah, we're out of bread. That's why we can't do eggs and toast. Well, here, why don't you bake some bread? That's very cottagecore of you. Here, Charlene. Yeah, don't go do that. Oh, join cooking? Wait, that's so cute. You hate cooking. Till's perfect. Nicely done.
Yibs! Vivazi!
Charlene is like, yes, you're doing so good. And Posy's like, Mom, I know you don't do the cooking around here. I appreciate you trying to help, but I also know that this is Dad's domain. I know that. It's okay. Percebeth, have you played any Legends of Arceus yet? I know it came out today. Alright, can you move this laundry to the dryer, please? Koto's going to tend his garden. Alright, perfect. So, Posy made perfect bread. I don't even have it. Neither do I. I was wondering if anybody had it and, like, would tell me how it was. Let's take a thoughtful shower. And then, Makoto, could you come and dry the laundry? And then take care of the animals. I've been seeing so many people play it, and I really want it. I have not actually watched any gameplay yet. Alright, I would like you to resume your rug. Oh, she's wearing this outfit. I love this outfit. Here, Liv. Here's another outfit of Posy's. I actually love this hair on her. Like, I like this, this new hair that came in the base game. I love it on her so much. And I think we need to invite over Hanzo. We haven't really talked since the whole poison the donors, including his dad thing. So I think we need to talk to Hanzo. Let's invite him to hang out at the current lot. I've heard really good things so far. That's good. Hanzo Shiraishi will be right over. Okay, that's good. Alright, I'm going to put these two in... I'm going to add them to the group. I'm going to put them in a group. And then I'm going to take them somewhere a little bit more private. Like there should be a bench or something over here. Is there not a bench over here? Wow, okay. Is there a bench over here? Okay, there's a bench over here. So, let's go take them to, like, sit together at this bench. What just happened that has made us spend $450? I guess it doesn't matter. We're filthy rich, but I am just curious to know, you know? Alright, Hanzo's coming. Alright, he's already here. Yeah, so let's sit together.
Yep.
Your package arrived early. This is everything I wanted and more. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, so I think that, I think I think Hanzo needs to be like, listen, it really bothered me what we did. It bothered me what we did. It was really embarrassing for my dad. I know that he's been having like he had a lot of trouble trying to like minimize it and talk it down.
Oh, whoopee gosh.
And it kind of like hurt his reputation too. And Posy can just be like, well, you know that I'm sorry about that. I didn't want Uncle Michio to eat it, but you know, sometimes we just have to do sometimes things just need to be done, you know? Like if I told him about it, then the whole scheme might have been up, and then what would have happened? They would have donated all their money, the school would have been just the way it was before, they would have fixed their test answers. Now they got a lot more work to do. So, like, I'm sorry, but like we need like it kind of needed to happen. And Hanzo's like, why did it need to happen? I don't agree with that. I think you're going a bit too far. So as much as I hate to do this because I love kind of argue about job. like it's not your job. It's not your job to do all these weird things. Like yeah, like it's not our job to destroy a school. No. Oh, you can see the fancy house up in the corner there. But yeah, he's like, it's not our job to destroy a school, okay? We are like 13 years old, okay? We did a really good job of it. It's true. But I also feel like there could have been a better way to do this where maybe nobody got hurt. If somebody was just a little bit more sneaky about it. And she's like, I was sneaky about it. What are you saying? Was I not sneaky enough for you? And he's like, no, you were. Like, but I mean, maybe somebody else could have done it in a way that like nobody got super embarrassed at a party like my dad was. And she's like, listen, I did it. I already said I'm sorry about your dad. I didn't want that to happen to Uncle Michio either. But like, what was I supposed to do? Like, no adults were gonna help us. We had to do it ourselves. And he's like, I think we could have figured something out. And she's like, oh, well, I don't. And I think that might have. Oh no, that did a lot worse. It didn't do much to their relationship, but it did a lot to their sentiments. I'm gonna get them to do it again, because I kind of want them to get, like, a hurt sentiment towards each other. Yeah, so, like, she's like, listen.
Hamplin.
She's like, do you really, at this point, do you really want to question me? And he's like, what are you talking about? We're partners in crime. We're best friends. Like, we're supposed to be in this together. And she's like, well, we're obviously not. Look at how you're acting. And he's like, well, I don't really want, I don't want to be around you right now. You know? Like,
Kalusorba. Yep, bleak.
Like, I believe, I already told you, I believe in all the same, I do believe in the same stuff you believe in. I'm glad that we were able to do that to the school. They deserved it. But I just feel like this could have gone to we could have, if we had just passed this along to somebody else, then maybe it could have gone a bit better. And she was like, And she's like, nobody could have done this. There it is. She's like, nobody could have done this as good as we did. And he is now feeling hurt. So he's like, listen, I'm just gonna go. Listen, I need to go.
No.
Yeah, I can't talk to you right now. This is legitimately painful. It's okay. They're gonna become friends again, but right now I think she's just kind of like, we'd love to have you join friends. Oh, Uncle Michio. Meanwhile, Uncle Michio calls her right back and is like, hi Posy, I love you. Just want to let you know I love you. So glad that you're in the we got such a smart, beautiful girl in the family. We're so proud of you. And she's like, okay, I might have made a mistake. I don't think necessarily she thinks she's made a mistake right now because she feels like she won the argument. But I think she's going to realize pretty soon that there was no winner to that argument because winning meant hurting your friend, which is never worth it. Let's donate that on list it on Plopsy. We got climbing gear. She just bought climbing gear. Do you want to climb Mount Komorebi? Okay. But yeah, so I think that her and Hanzo, you can see they've still got a really high bar. They're still best friends, but he is feeling hurt by her. I think that we should maybe like write in our journal a little bit and be like, Hanzo chickened out on me. I should have known. Okay, I don't care. I should have known that this was gonna happen. Like I was always the one pulling the strings. I should have known that he wasn't gonna be able to live up to the pressure, you know?
Bahira.
I just
Yambala Aziz.
I kind of gave him what for. Honestly, it might have been a little bit harsher than I meant for it to, but I can't tell him that. You know, I can't tell him that right now.
Yabanoosh.
Oh, she acquired the writing skill. That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, Kiranga.
But yeah, so we did just do 3 mean interactions. I mean, I guess that has kind of helped us. But yeah, so I think that was the main things I wanted to get done today. Again, her and Hanzo, you can see they're still really close. They're still best friends. They've just got a bit of a rift in the relationship right now. He's feeling hurt by her. She's not feeling as connected to him as she did before. But they're still best friends. They're still cousins. They're still family. I think they just need a little bit of time apart right now. Like right now, being around each other is not the best thing for the two of them at this moment in time. So, I think in the next stream, then perhaps let's see, how many days do you have left? So you've got 11 days as a teenager. So I would like to give Posy another mission. Oh gosh, look at her face. I would like to have Posy do another like mission as a teenager. And I actually do have an idea for a mission that I want her to do. And I think that we actually have kind of started it today with that argument with Hanzo. But it might take a little bit more preparation, and I think it might be a little bit more serious than the last one. Granted, the last one was already pretty serious, but I think that this one might have a few extra, have a little bit, perhaps a little bit more danger involved, you know? I don't know if I have enough time command, but I've been going for 2 hours and 55 minutes. So almost 3 hours. So I'm sorry, Liv, I know that you like just got in. But I do think I need to or head off right about now. But yeah, I'm super excited to kind of start this new part of Posy's life. I think we're really getting into Posy being the heir, like for real, like mainly Posy. We're going to be mainly focusing on Posy from now on. And I'm excited for it. Again, like I was saying earlier, then I've really enjoyed how just like wholesome and like drama-free Makoto and Charlene's like time together has been. But I'm also looking forward to doing something new with a very, very different type of sim, which is, of course, their daughter. She is so beautiful. Like, she is so beautiful. 11 to 5 is 6, right? 11 minus 5 is 6, yeah. I thought you meant, like, the time 11 to 5. But yeah, 11 minus 5 is 6. Is Posy going to commit serious crimes? No, Posy is not going to commit serious crimes, but she may stop somebody else from committing a serious crime. No, I think that after, you know, and, like, it's very easy as a child to not really think about the consequences of your actions, especially, like, larger actions, like, you know, destabilizing an ancient educational institution. Like, for her, then it's, like, a no-brainer that, of course, she's gonna do that. They rejected her. Why would, like, oh, oops. Like, they rejected her. Why wouldn't she, try and get revenge on them? But I think that, you know, like, Hanzo is kind of just, like, the fight with Hanzo is kind of like a consequence of her actions, is gonna be a little bit, the school had it coming. But, like, the fight with Hanzo might be a bit of a wake-up call. Like, maybe she needs to chill out a little bit, think through her actions a little bit more, make sure that she's not, like, unnecessarily hurting anybody while she's trying to, like, bring justice to people. Just things like that. That's things she needs to think about, you know. And that's the kind of things you need to think about when you're growing up. She's just doing it on a bit of a bigger scale because Posy thinks a lot bigger than I think most kids do. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I had a lot of fun today. Again, I am super duper, I think I might honestly change this to Posy's main tween outfit because it's just so freaking cute. Like, her little jean skirt with ripped jeans and the sneakers and the hair. I just love this hair on her so much. Like, I cannot get over how cute this hair looks on her. It looks like it was made for her. But yeah, so I'm not sure if I am going to be streaming tomorrow because I do have work. Here, we can do a little one of these numbers. It should be okay. Because I do have work, at, I think 7:30 or 7 o'clock the day after tomorrow. So I probably will not be able to stream tomorrow. But I will be doing it again as soon as I can. Because I'm so excited to play with Posy. And, give me just a moment. Oh, can I grab a present from this rabbit? Sorry, just a second. Yeah, take gift offered by Wild Rabbit. Can we give the rabbit a gift? Let's give the rabbit a bluebell. In a moment when I get off, then I am going to go on Discord and make a more. Do we get anything? A tilapia and an angelfish. Interesting. I'm going to make a more like detailed like post about what I want for Posy's wife, because I am officially accepting submissions now. Now that she is a teenager, it's still going to be a while before we actually get to that point in the legacy, because it's not going to be until after she's done with college. But it's always fun to just go ahead and start. So yeah, I'll be making that post in a little bit. Give me 1 second. It looks like we've got 7 people watching, which is a pretty good amount, actually. Fun fact, it looks like the person that we raided last night is still going. I'm not sure if they ever stopped. I'm not going to raid them again, but I don't have Strangerville. That's okay, Liv. If you just, like, I can just change, the aspiration. It doesn't matter. I'll just change the aspiration and give her the job. So, like, if you don't have Strangerville, it's no big deal. I can just add the stuff myself. Just give me the baseline, and I can work from, I can go from there. But I am not sure. Pokemon Trivia Night. Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, I'm not sure. I could go to Jarvis Johnson. He is playing the new Pokemon game. But I think I might actually just not, I think I might just not raid somebody. I kind of like just leaving it here. But yeah, so I made Charlie, yeah, Charlie, it's true, Perspa did make Charlene without cottage living. So, like, it's probably okay. Oh, it's the Findrick Fair. What fair is it today? It's the cow competition. Cool. Okay. Maybe in the next episode we'll try and do the cow competition. But yeah, so Posy has got about a week and a half of being a teenager. And then we will be moving on to the next section of her life. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I really, really appreciate it. Let me just switch over to my face for a second. I really, really appreciate it. I had so much fun. I'm so excited to see what Posy has in store. Kreb is live. Oh, is he? Oh yeah, he is live, and he's also playing the new Pokemon game. If you want, we can raid Kreb. I'm gonna have to raid and run though for sure. Yeah, okay, we can raid Kreb. I like Kreb. Yeah. There you go. He's really cool. So, like, yeah, I don't mind raiding him at all. I get to visit. Yes, okay, let's do it. He's playing the new Pokemon game. So that's going to be exciting. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate you. And I can't wait to see you again. And bye-bye.
To me, I already have one, right? Or did I not get to keep those? Yo, Soul! Soul, how are you? How are you? Hello, gamer. Which starter? Not even a hello. Cyndaquil, Soul? I gave you a Cyndaquil. Is that okay? Is that okay? I'm just waiting for the approval of Soul. That's okay. I don't do small talk when it comes to Pokemon. That's completely valid. Hey, Cyndaquil. I'm so scared right now. I'm so scared right now. Sorry, I had to cool myself down a little bit. Cyndaquil's solid choice. You can stand down. Okay, all right. Okay. Sorry, Chad. I was a little nervous. I'm glad that's okay with you. So I'll make sure to not disappoint you for the rest of the run. Hi, everyone. Hi, welcome to the stream. Hello, welcome. Hi, my name is Crumb. That was a lot. That was more water than I thought it was. I'm pretty wet. I was like, oh, this will be a fun bit. It's not much water left in my cup. There was a good amount of water left in my cup. All right. Hi, Soul. How was your stream? How did it go? How was your stream? I'm so wet. How was your stream? I'm gonna smell so bad. I'm gonna get that. Sorry, the bit wasn't worth it. I was trying to make you laugh. Oh, hello everyone. Welcome, friends, Soul and friends of Soul. My name is Prep. I'm a variety streamer. I do a little bit of everything kind of person. Salute by the side of your eye, not above. Here. Sorry, Commander. Hello. I cried out. It was success. Good. All right, very good. As long as it's Soul. How are you? Thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. What did you get up to today? I'm assuming you were playing Pokemon. Maybe recently, if not on stream. Huge shout out to Soul. Can I use a huge shout out for Soul in chat room? Liv, how are you, by the way? It's good to see you, Liv. And anyone else that came on that raid, welcome in. My name is Krupp. I'm a variety streamer. I do a little bit of everything, from GeoGuessr to The Sims to Pokemon to single player games to marbles to GeoGuessr. I said GeoGuessr already to pouring water on myself. We have a good time here. Good to see everybody. Hi, Nikki. Hello. How are you? I'm just educating. I'm sorry. I worked with the old veteran, so it's how I know. No, you're totally. I'm not. I'm just memeing, morphing. We're playing The Sims. I live in the middle of nowhere, so I can't get the game yet. Oh no. Can't you, can't you download do you want to get the physical copy? You're very valid if that's what you want, because I also want the physical copy. God, I smell terrible from that water. Weird, because I already smell sweaty, and then, whatever. Specifically your pinky fingertip goes to the end of your elbow. It's supposed to come down a little bit? What do you mean? Huh? Was forced into JRTC. I know that Soonby would know. I can get digital. I think I'm running out of storage space. That's fair as well. Hello, Emily. Huge shout out to Simile as well. Shout out to Simile and shout out to Soul. I'm alive. I've been so busy having guests stay at my house. Yeah, I know you were telling me, Nikki. Yeah. How did it go? I'm closing out work right now, so I have to leave. No worries, Liv. You're totally fine. Have a good close. thank you for coming through. We're showing off our funny little Pokemon. I feel like SpongeBob showing Squidward off to everyone in the salmon suit. Everyone's asking me to show me their Pokemon, so I'm showing this guy our Shinx because he wants to. I think he wants to draw a picture of it. Here we go. Here's your Shinx, brother. Here you go. Can I adopt another Robert Pattinson? Yes, feel free. Take your pick. Any of these can be yours. Emma's still here. She's still until Sunday. The Melons parents are next week. Hell yeah. Okay, bet. That's sick. Then we're the week after that, Nikki. Remember, we're coming down. Okay. Some classics right there. Oh no, he's hot. Why is Shinx like presenting ass to him? This game is fucked up. This is a pervert game. Oh my god, it's so okay. Never mind. It's cute. It's so cute. Look at its stubby little legs. It literally looks like a freaking corgi. It's so cute. Oh my god, it's so cute. Look at it. Oh, it's freaking. I love it. Like they made the Pokemon so like Shinx is a Pokemon like in the past where I'd be like, yeah, it's cute, but it's not like, you know, it's not making me ooh woo. This one, so cute. Felt like I had a bone stuck in my throat. Huh. All right. I mean, look, man, nothing wrong with that. Only it throws my brain the bones of thought. Yeah. Okay, sure. Thanks for helping me get that bone out. Sure thing, man. Can you stop talking like that? It's making me a little uncomfortable. Thank you. Appreciate it. Robert Pattinson's number 13 is not available. I've rented him out. That's true. This is me making me want to break out of Platinum and play play with my Diva Shiny Shinx. Yo, you have a shiny Shinx. This is a perfect game. Literally said he wants to rub. Okay, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it in a sensual way. I was just saying I want to rub its little like seashell because it's near the cog area. So man, I hate this game. Is there a list of Pokemon that are in this game? Probably. I don't want to look it up because I don't know which Pokemon are in this game, but there most likely is. This game makes me want to get Pokemon because they're mega cute. Saxon, have you ever played a Pokemon game before? I actually have two. Do you have two physical copies? I need to know if Combi exists in this style. You know, Combi is a Gen 4 Pokemon, right? So a lot of the Gen 4s seem to be in this game, so I wouldn't be surprised. The word Shinx make me uncomfortable. Like, it's a word I shouldn't be saying. To me, it sounds more like a weapon. Why do you say cock then? We're not belly, tummy, look, it was just a slip of the tongue. All right. It was a slip of the. Do you have socks on? Why, Spoopy? Why does it matter if I have socks on right now? Tell me why you want to know and I'll give you my answer. Why can't I go back here? I can't I'm here. That's why. Combi is in the game? Yes. Oh, you have two shiny Shinxes. I thought you were talking about the game. How? I wasn't a big fan of it as a kid. I watched my brother. We obsessed with it though. It's a nice little turn your brain off game. A Freudian slip, 100%. Yes, Ren. Absolutely. Righto, let's get to it, shall we? In order to complete this Pokedex of Oz, there are many great research tasks I'll need your help to carry out. Cool. Alright, this isn't like actual story, so I'm just skipping through it. Because I'm the cockbird is okay. Yeah, I'm not wearing socks. I'm not wearing socks. So it's fine, right? It's fine. We need to know that your toes are warm. So there was a guy on TikTok, and he had he was like, I know he didn't actually have this on his stream, but he would like be playing like Halo or something, and he'd be like, all right guys, he'd be like epic double kill like as his title, and then like he'd be gaming, and it's like him breathing really heavy and really close to his camera, and then a second camera that says Tootsie Cam, and it's just his feet, and his feet are like, his toes are like convulsing like this while he's gaming. And then he has the gameplay below it. And when I first saw this on TikTok, it was so funny. Oh, if Combi's in this game, then I need it. Only bug type I actually use. It's the only one that's like not the worst, right? B, hi B, how are you? Welcome in. Less sus, it should say it's always okay. It's always okay. It's just not, you know, for me. Saw a screen have someone's box with a ton of Combis. Oh, yo. Okay, well, Pokemon
and
attack.
a prep kit up.
Yada, yada, yada. Oh, he wants me to dodge him.
Oh,
He wants me to dodge roll. We're playing
good.
Kingdom Hearts / Dark Souls. Every game is Dark Souls. This is just like Dark Souls. He gave that out for free? Yeah, apparently. We should invest in a company that makes socks that look like feet. I mean, those are already those. You're saying like ones with like feet like print on them. There used to be toe socks. I remember rainbow toe socks were very popular in like the 90s. I remember my cousins would always wear them like all the time, and I thought they were freaking weird. I hate feet. I hate feet. You just give me the he's giving me. I wish I could skip through some of this. This is literally just like the basics of like how to play the game. I'm gonna get all the EVs. Do they have the evolutions in this game? Gosh, I hope they have freaking Jolteon. I would love Jolteon. I'm just gonna try to avoid these Bidoofs. I already have a Bidoof. Once we get through this tutorial, I have to release a Pokemon too. We hit our first sub goal for me to release a Pokemon, so I have to release a Pokemon that is not our starter. I had rainbow toe socks. Why did you unlock that memory? Yeah, they were like late 90s, early 2000s. I remember. It's okay. You can say they were yours. Umbreon, greater than Umbreon's second best. Jolteon is in this game. Fuck yes. There were some hipster kids in my high school who thought they were cool with their toe socks. It's weird. What if it was the evolutions, but not all the evolutions had been evolved yet? Had been evolved to yet? What do you mean? What is this? What is this, Sudby? They should at least have Leafeon and Glaceon. I don't think I can show this on stream. I mean, this is not safe for work, but I think it is actually, it might be TOS for me to show this. That is so fucked. I hate that. I hate that. I hate it. Why does it have the tan line on it? I hate that. I never trusted the toe socks. Seemed like bad texture time. Yeah, like texture between the toes the entire time. I have rainbow toe socks. Alex, do you wear them? How often do you wear them, Alex? I need to make a judgment on you as a person. How often? Oh, Starly's okay. Horseshoe Plains, okay. There's a weasel over there. Aggressive disposition. I didn't know weasels were aggressive. They're cute. Cool. Dude, they're also cute. Oh, I should have looked at what damage does. I actually didn't check what damage does. Oh god, not the toe shoes. Toe shoes are the worst. People would always wear those at the gym. And it's like, gosh, dude. Do they have like a, can I like go to like a, there's gotta be like a, is there not a, I thought there might be like a tutorial menu if I click certain things. Maybe in my Pokedex? Where do I see like my bag? Here we go. Survey tips, here we go. Crafting, Pokemon moves, saving your progress, damage. Yeah, here we go. If you take too much damage in Sora, you're in danger of blacking out. God, you can tell you're in danger when the edge of the screen turn red. Damage goes away over time, but you won't begin to recover if you're still being targeted by wild Pokemon. If you take further damage after the edge of the screen have turned red, you'll be overwhelmed and blacked out. Dude, Pokemon can actually kill you as a person in this game. That's deranged. That's wild. They were a gift. Okay, all right. They were the only clean pair. All right. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'll allow it. Alex. All right, we need to fight this weasel. It's a water type. I probably shouldn't. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to throw the berry at it. Wait, what? Oh my god! Whoa! How do I get my Pokemon out? Oh my god! Get the fuck away from me! Holy shit! I see why people are scared of these Pokemon now. Go, Starly, go! Fuck it up! Fuck that thing up! Holy shit! Oh my god! Whoa! Dude, this is terrifying! Oh my god! Dude, that thing is scary! Okay, like, I get why I completely agree with the people of the town now that the Pokemon are horrifying. Okay, alright. Come on, do it again, Starly. Do it again. Own it. Okay, now I'm gonna try and catch it. before it kills you. It might kill you on this. Okay, okay. Well, hopefully I catch it this time because you will probably die. If not, so hopefully this works. Have the point of shoes so I don't have to think about your feet. Might as well just walk around barefoot. Exactly, exactly. Rat Dog, that's exactly how I feel. Oh, well, there goes Starly. All right, Starly, you fought well. I guess we'll see what our first feint looks like. Dude, this thing is horrifying. God. Why is it so aggressive? Okay, all right, I'm gonna try and catch it again. Okay. I'm gonna get it. The grass. Why the grass nutting right now? It is twitching. Why? This game is so fun, but like, God, it looks bad. Why? The grass is like seizing up, dude. Why does it look so bad? Oh my God. Anyway, Jesus Christ. It's cute. I want to see what my other Pokemon look like when they like explore stuff like this. Apparently that's so cool. Dude, that's so cool that your Pokemon like actually come out and like break stuff and things. This is so cool. I really like this game. I just saw a tweet of somebody who uses the bag of mini Crown Royale battles come in as socks. Oh, a Wurmple. Hey, guy, hey. I'm gonna try and, oh, you caught Wurmple unaware. Okay. I gotta catch this for that one guy. He wants it. That's what Rollout looks like? Oh, I didn't know that. The little purple bags, Iridium, I have never seen those used as anything except a dice bag. So, pretty cursed for it to be socks. Time store that Nuzlocke remove the painted Pokemon. I honestly probably should. I could do the painted Pokemon, honestly. We could do the painted Pokemon. I did say I'd do random, though. I was waiting until I was done with this tutorial. Like, I feel like I'm still in the tutorial. I'm gonna get rid of one, but I just, like... Reward crafting kit, okay. Nintendo has been having these long-winded tutorials in their games, though. Like, Animal Crossing, the tutorial is, like, literally 3 hours of gameplay, if not more. No, probably more. Can you climb the mountain? I love that part of Breath of the Wild. No, you can't. It doesn't look like, unfortunately. I wish they would have made it where you can traverse terrain a little bit more. Cool, so I can make Pokeballs everywhere. There's a picture, and it's haunting. Send it to the Discord video, please. All right, so what are we looking at? What am I looking at here? I caught that weasel. Why is it grayed out? Good night, Monty. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good night, gamer. Once you got some tasks good and done, go check into Professor Lavington. See you soon. All right, it looks like... Okay, report your research tasks to Professor Lavington and earn a sufficient number of Pokemon research points. Okay. So... Fine. I'm gonna catch another Wurmple to be safe. And then we are going to, we'll nuke one of our Pokemon. Is Animal Crossing ever not trying to give you a tutorial? Literally, though. It's in general. Fuck. I'm looking at a picture of it.